65, your 2025 property tax receipts or rent receipts. This is for help with the rebate forms only. They do not do state or federal tax returns. Join us for Cub Scout Pack 27 Pancake Fundraiser, Saturday, March 7th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Masonic Lodge, Eddy Lodge number 21 at 513 North Canyon in Carlsbad. Adults $10, kids $5, includes your fluffy pancakes, bacon or sausage, and juice or hot coffee. Tickets can be purchased at the door. To have your event listed on the KSVP community calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229 AS Artesia.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Iran has expanded its targets in its showdown with the U.S. and Israel. It struck the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia today as Washington pulls many of its staffers out of the Mideast. And President Trump says Iran has been a nexus of terrorism for a long, long time.
He made the case over the course of several decades, going all the way back to 1983, talking about various terrorist proxies that had been supported by Iran, to basically say that this country is a bad actor, and as a result, these attacks are justified. Trump called this a noble mission.
And that's correspondent Josh Boak. The Mideast conflict is wreaking havoc with air travel across the region. James Castle caught a flight out of the United Arab Emirates.
Over the weekend, just really stressful, really tense. Witnessing sort of missiles exploding above. We witnessed the port, a warehouse at the port go up in flames.
He spoke with Sky News. A federal court is refusing to cut the Trump administration any slack when it comes to refunding money collected through tariffs.
The Justice Department wanted to slow the process of refunding billions of dollars worth of tariffs, but a federal court refused, sending it to a lower court to sort out. The legal activity follows last month's Supreme Court ruling that struck down the tariffs as illegal, clearing the way for the importers who paid them to seek refunds. However, the High Court offered no guidance on refunds. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Gas prices are on the rise. AAA's national average as of this morning, $3.11 for a gallon of regular, and that's up 11 cents since yesterday. On Wall Street, the Dow futures down 873 points. NASDAQ futures off 552. More on these stories, townhall.com.
The following life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt and it stressed me out. But what I thought was a solution turned out to be a problem. I kept hearing ads about debt settlement that seemed too good to be true. And actually, it was. When I called, they told me to stop paying my bills. That didn't sound right to me at all, so I hung up. Later, I found out that debt settlement is bad, real bad. Then I learned that there is a right way to pay off your credit cards. It's called a debt management program from the great team at Trinity. Trinity had a plan. In the end, I paid off my bills, I saved thousands, and I even improved my credit score.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement and remember Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-990-6976.
The Mideast conflict has effectively closed a strategic waterway, resulting in higher energy prices.
Traffic has come to a virtual standstill in the Strait of Hormuz. They've already seen a handful of attacks on oil tankers as well, so no shipping company in their right mind would want to send their cargo across that narrow passageway, and it is a very critical juncture. About a fifth of all of the world's oil supply goes through the Strait of Hormuz. It leaves the big Middle Eastern oil producers and it comes out into Asia, to places like China, South Korea, Japan. Natural gas as well comes from places like Qatar. So it really is an important choke point.
The BBC's Nick Marsh. Minnesota suing President Trump's administration in an attempt to stop it from withholding $243 million in Medicaid spending. A lawsuit filed this week asking a U.S. court in Minneapolis to issue a temporary restraining order blocking the withholding of Medicaid funds. Townhall.com. More and more people have been turning to artificial intelligence to answer their healthcare questions.
Tech companies are pushing new health chatbots, but experts say you still need to talk to your doctor. AI companies say bots can review health records and app data to explain medical results and trends. Doctors say they can beat a basic Google search if users provide more context. Dr. Robert Wachter with the University of California.
And the alternative often is nothing, or the patient winging it. And so I think that if you use these tools responsibly, I think you can get useful information.
But experts warn you should skip AI for emergency symptoms such as chest pain, shortness of breath, or severe headaches. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
President Trump confirms that he does plan to attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner on April 25th, the first time he will be doing so as president. More on these stories, townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of our longest running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
Good morning, Artesia. It is Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. So glad to be on the air with you. Hey, we got a good show lined up today. This hour, we'll be talking to Artesia General Hospital. They'll come in later in the hour. And then the chamber, of course, during the 8 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock hour, we got Aaron Irving and Nancy Husselman from Eddy County DWI. So, pretty full show today. So we'll go through a few things, and then we'll probably have some time, me and Jeff chatting. So, but let's get the show started off right. Let's jump into Scripture and talk about a big topic today. And I see Coach walking in, so it looks like we're gonna have some boys basketball this morning too. All right, hey, I landed this morning in the book of Joshua, the first chapter, as Joshua was taking command over the people, and he's going in to take the land. What we see is God speaking to him and encouraging him as a leader. And he tells him this. He says, "Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So I come here today, so I'm thinking about a nation going into war, and I'm thinking of Israel as they go in, and what is highlighted for the leader of that nation, of how he should conduct himself in this time. And he's encouraged by God, of course, to be courageous, be strong for your people. But more importantly he's commanded to look to the law of God and not to turn to its right or to its left, and to make sure you stay on the right path as a leader. So as we of course this weekend, the attacks on Iran began. I think it's only fair that we stop and we discuss this and look at it from a Christian perspective. First and foremost, I think we have to ask ourselves: is this action within the laws of the land? I think there's three portions of it we need to look at. First off, is it legal? Second off, is it constitutional? Not always the same thing. And thirdly, is it a just war? Within Christian circles, we talk about the concept of just war theory, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But first off, is it legal? Well, let's start with this. Is it constitutional? Actually, no, it's not constitutional, because our country has decided to move outside of the Constitution a long time ago. Constitutionally, if we wanted to declare war on a nation, we would have to go to Congress, and Congress would have to approve that war. But it is legal, amazingly enough, because of the War Powers Resolution in the 1970s. The War Powers Resolution allows the president to act unilaterally in view of a threat, and then it sets stipulations upon him. If he decides to take unilateral action as the executive branch and then move us into a conflict with someone, not war, conflict, it can be done. And they have, within 48 hours, they have to then make a statement to Congress regarding it, and its purpose and its parameters of success. And then they only have 60 days to execute that. After that 60 days, they have to stop, or the Congress has to officially vote and declare war on whatever nation we're taking this action upon. So, as we look at that, we're kind of thrown. Is it legal? Yes, but is it constitutional? Not necessarily at all. So, but is it justified? Is it a just war? That's the question that is more important for me than anything else. Just war theory tells us that it provides a framework of thinking about how to determine whether or not a war is being justly entered into, whether or not force is justified. We live in a fallen world where we're surrounded by sin, and sometimes we are in a position where we have to take force. And what I normally like to do is help people understand is something justified. Is we struggle to think about it on a national level, but I tell you, if I bring it down into your house, you won't think twice about what's happening right now. Let's say you have a house and there's a man in another house, and that man in the other house, from time to time, likes to come along and slap your children upside the head. And he punches your wife occasionally. Then he goes over to your other neighbors and he smacks them around from time to time. Then you find out he's beating his own children all the time. My question is, if you gave him grace time after time after time and said, well, hey, stop doing that, let's talk about this, and then you sat down with him for a final time, you go, listen, you either stop doing this and you get your act together, or I'm going to do something about it. And that man looks at you and says, I think I'll keep going the way I'm going. Ask yourself, do you think you're justified in then taking an action to stop this person's aggression and attacks? And if you can look at yourself and go, I'd probably knock the guy out. Then that's what we have as a picture here. Iran, throughout the Iraq and Afghanistan war, killed my friends and killed the people that I love dearly by providing roadside bombs, by providing munitions to the people we were fighting against. They constantly attack our friend Israel. They're paying for the rockets coming out of Hezbollah. They paid for the rockets that came out of Gaza. They support those guys. They feed them. Then they constantly pick at their neighbors and cause problems. They cause financial problems all over the Middle East. And then all they're doing at the same time is selling their oil illegally, which we tried to put an embargo on, didn't work. And then they just keep building up more and more munitions so they can slap more and more people around, and they become the most powerful player in town. Something had to be done. Would I've liked to have seen it done in a more constitutional manner where we went and we said, hey, let's declare war on this and go through it the proper channels? Absolutely. But then again, you look at the situation, we probably would have lost the element of surprise. We would have lost they would have been able to reinforce and pull back and get ready for us coming. So we look at the situation and we have to take it from a Christian perspective. I think force is justified in this instance. I do believe this is a just action upon our part. But I'll also tell you, from a guy who fought in endless wars for 20-some years, I hope this is not drawn out into that. I don't believe it will be. I believe it'll be over quickly. I think we'll take out the powers that be. And it's been said by the administration very clearly that they intend on doing what they've got to do and then step back. And if the Iranian people want freedom, they've got to fight for it for themselves, because we're not going in to do it for them. So let's hope that's the case. All right, Artesia, let's hear the weather and some commercials. And when we come back, we'll be joined by the Artesia boys basketball team, and we'll see what all they've got going on.
Hello, I'm Terry Todd, and I'm running for the Artesia mayor's position. In 2022, only 20% of Artesia's registered voters chose to step out and exercise that privilege. As Americans, we are blessed to live in a democratic society. We have a constitutional say in the decisions that will affect our everyday safety, prosperity, and quality of life. Get out and exercise that right by early voting or on Election Day, March 3rd.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit breezy today. Low pressure is forming east of the mountains, and that'll bring us really warm temperatures today. Sunshine and upper 80s. Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday. Sunshine and mid to upper 70s. A few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s. Breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, Artesia, let's look. Weather is a beautiful, beautiful spring day. Hey, let's jump into our calendars real quick, and then we'll listen to our commercial break, and we'll come back with the boys' basketball. Hey, Artesia Public Schools Cafeteria, you guys are having pancake on a stick for breakfast, and then beef tacos with beans and a fruit cup for lunch. Over at the senior meal site, what do you guys got? Oh, chili rellenos. I wonder if I qualify to go to the senior meal site. Sounds good today. Chili rellenos with some pinto beans, veggies, a flour tortilla, and apricots. At the senior center today, what are you guys doing? Let's see. Hey, it's low income. It says no low income tax rebate today. So I guess they're not doing that today, but regular schedule, exercise video, hand and foot, line dancing, fusing fun, ceramic sew, and poker all today. All right. At the library, what do you guys got happening? Let's see. From 10 to 11 is story time and craft for the little ones. Adults, you guys got 2 to 6, Dungeons and Dragons. And for teens, 3:30 to 5 is Teen Tuesday. All right. Over at the public schools today, they've got, let's see, HS DECA has got their state conference in Albuquerque today. So good luck to their DECA students. Junior varsity baseball versus Alamogordo, or at Alamogordo today. And then junior varsity golf at Hobbs. And let's see, Zia girls basketball at the Bulldog Pit today from 4:45 to 7 p.m. Let's go out and support them. And then Hermosa Books and Bingo from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Who's got a birthday today? March 3rd. Wow, that is a big list. All right. Jeffrey Pofa, Viola Lopez, Dana Morton, Linda Smith, David Bustamante, Opal Butts, Mike Henrian, Gigi Burkham, and Karina Garola. Happy birthday to all of you.
Hey, Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and 000. You heard right. During Ford Truck Month, get 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, Roswell Ford needs your trade today, so we are willing to overpay. We'll do whatever it takes to get you released from your car, truck, or SUV, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. So you can upgrade to a new Ford for less, with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford. Upgrade to a new Ford today and get huge American-made savings with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days during Ford Truck Month. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is $16.67 per thousand. Financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
At our credit union, we take a team approach to finances. You see, unlike other financial institutions, here you're a member owner, not a customer. And because we're not for profit, we usually have better rates and fewer service charges. Call or come by to check out the Credit Union Advantage. Artesia Credit Union. Member NCUA. There is a difference.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,076 head of cattle sold on Monday on a steady to higher market with excellent buyer attendance compared to last week. Stocker calves sold steady to 3 higher, feeder cattle steady to 3 higher, packer cows sold steady, packer bulls $4 to $9 higher, 3 to 400 pound steers $570, $675, 3 to 400 pound heifers $515, $470, $570, 4 to 500 pound steers $532, $570, 4 to 500 pound heifers $450, $515. 5 to 600 pound steers $430, $532. 5 to 600 pound heifers $360, $450. 6 700 pound steers $385, $430. 6 700 pound heifers $350, $360. 6 to 700 pound heifers $330, $385. 7 800 pound heifers $297. 350 packer cows $165, $185. Canner and cutter cows $157 to $163. Packer bulls $9. Feeder bulls $180, $185. The cow-calf pairs not well tested this week. And the top half the bred cows $2,900 to $3,350 per head. We do appreciate the business and expecting a little better run for next Monday. Talk to you then. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Welcome back, Artesia. My microphone's a little bit loud. Let's bring that down there a little bit. So we're joined in studio by Coach Mondragon, and we got a couple guys that have already been here before. So Mr. Tootie McNeil and Jack Byers coming in to join us. So regular season's over. District play is over.
Yes, sir.
Taking a breather this week?
Kind of.
Well, game-wise. So Coach was probably wearing them out this week, getting ready for next week. But So when does things kick off?
So yesterday or Sunday was seeding and selection, and we got the 2 seed in the New Mexico 4A state basketball tournament. So that means we get a host on Saturday. So we actually have a home game.
Okay.
It's our last, as we always hit, the best home game of the year on Saturday at 6. We get to host Bloomfield. They come in town. They're the 15 seed for the first round of state tournament. So really pleased with what we've done this year. Secured our district tournament championship last Friday against Goddard and played really well, and we're getting where we need to be. And Scott, we talk about it every year. We want to play our best ball February, end of February, beginning of March, and we're at that point and pretty dang close. We're putting a lot of good quarters together, and now we just need to go stack 4 good quarters on Saturday and get ready for the quarterfinals. Take care of business there on Wednesday of next week.
All right. So if we got 2, who got 1?
Highland got the 1 seed.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
all right.
It's been us and them all year long, back and forth, and we'll worry about those seeds. Like I told the guys yesterday, those seeds go out the window. We're worried about Bloomfield, and it's one game at a time and 1 quarter at a time. And excited, man. I mean, I told the boys in our selection show on Sunday, met with their family. We had a great showing, by the way. Thanks to everybody who came. I've been in programs where, you're turning in stuff right now. Season's over, and you move on to the spring. And we've put a lot of work in, a lot of time and dedication, and these boys have secured that state tournament bid, and now here we are, man. Get a chance to go win another state championship.
All right, so how excited are you guys to go in and do this? You're both seniors, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I thought this is it. So how excited we go into this tournament?
Pretty excited after what we did last year, and then I guess I haven't seen the video, but Coach Mondragon said that some guy was talking crap about us on some podcast, so just want to go up there and show him wrong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of haters out there that don't like us. So
yeah, is that show called "I Have Too Much Time in My Hands"? So I sit around and talk about high school kids playing basketball. Yeah, that's. Everybody wants to be a critic, So they, and the internet gives everybody the opportunity to be their own critic nowadays.
Right.
So, yeah. So what about you, Tootie, man? You pumped up?
I'm excited. Yes, sir. I'm ready to go up north, and just show these guys what we can do and do it again.
Yeah,
yes,
that's awesome, man. I'm excited for you guys going into it. Now, Jack, I think you said you go on to baseball, right?
Yes, sir. Baseball.
And what about you?
Football.
Well, in the spring.
In the spring sport.
Track.
Yes, okay,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was like, well, unless they got a new football season I don't know about that's coming up. Yeah. You're going on to play football at college because you signed with Highland, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Hey, I can remember a few things here and there. So, awesome. So you guys are wrapping up this season. Now, it's fast, right? I think you told me it all happens in a week.
Yeah, Saturday's the first round. We play Bloomfield at home, and that'll be our last home game. So, let's pack the pit.
Yeah.
Everybody come up and support these guys. Last time to see them here in the pit. And then quarterfinals will be on Wednesday. It'll be at 6:30. We'll play the winner of, obviously, we got to take care of business Saturday of Gallup and Silver City. And then semis will be Thursday at 3, and then the state championship will be on Saturday at 4.
Okay.
So basically starts Saturday, and it'll be done the following Saturday.
Now, are all those locations already set, or do they get determined by
Saturdays
who wins?
here at the pit, and we host, and then everything after Saturday will be at the Dreams Style Arena, the pit in Albuquerque, the UNM Lobo facility.
Okay, so everybody goes up there and just game after game after game until it's over. Okay, that'll be that'll be a high energy deal right there.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, so you guys get to sit and watch other games, watch other teams play, and then see what your competition looks like as it's coming up. That'll be good.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So, we'll everybody get out, pack the pit. What time was it on Saturday again?
6 o'clock Saturday.
6 p.m. Saturday night. So come out and our last home basketball game there.
Yes, sir.
And we'll get to see the guys play one more time before we send them off to Albuquerque.
Yep, got to take care of business.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. I was going to, Coach doesn't like me asking these kind of questions.
These are good.
He doesn't like these kind of questions when I ask this. But from y'all's perspective, who's your biggest competition coming up? Coach says the next team, and I get that. But come on, give me a little something.
Probably, just off of rankings, I guess, probably Highlands. But I guess we played them in the summer when I was in here. I was in basketball season. And we beat them by 30 and 15, and it was the same team, but let alone it's in the summer, but still
yeah.
I think our biggest competition is them. But probably us at the same time, because we know we're good enough to beat most every team in the state, and like we'll kind of practice like it sometimes. Like we kind of
there you go. There's some honesty right there.
I guess like beat around the bush a little bit when you're practicing, but yeah,
get in your own heads. You can't do that. So, what about you two? Do you?
I'd say Highland as well. I feel like we got the easier side of the bracket, I'd say, but yes, sir, Highland.
Awesome. So, well, that's cool. So I'm looking forward to watching all this. I'm sure we're broadcasting every bit of it. So
Yes, sir.
I'll get to watch it from afar. So I'm not driving to Albuquerque, guys. So
Come on, man. Come on now.
I bet that makes next week hard because you guys spend the whole week up there. Do your teachers load up all your homework for you and send it with you, or what do they do?
I don't know. I don't even do the work.
Jack's being honest.
We're trying to win.
That is Marky's son right there. So coming up senior year, you guys are finished. I know you're going off to Highlands in Las Vegas, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, play football. And what did you say you were doing, Jack?
I'm going to the University of Arizona to play baseball.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So, how does that work? I'm not a big sports guy. Like, so do you get to play your first year in, or is it a whole like red shirt thing, is like and all that, or how does that work in other sports other than football?
It just depends on how like if you're able to do it or not. Like if you're good enough to play.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, just all depends on your skill.
Okay.
I think mostly for every sport, honestly.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Look, you guys looking forward? Did you guys get big scholarships? Is it all paid for?
Yes,
Mom and Dad are like, whew.
Yeah.
all those hours practicing sports paid off.
Yeah.
I tell these guys when they go big time, don't forget about us small people.
Yeah, man.
Here,
You gotta remember us when you're playing for those pro teams, man. You know, make sure you give a shout out to the first guy who did your interview. You know what I'm saying? Save this and flash back to it. You know. So awesome. Well, Coach, what can people do to support the next coming weeks?
Well, the biggest thing is just getting out and getting in the gym. Take care of business on Saturday. We need a packed house. I know it's a Saturday game. Those games always tend to be a little bit different just because we usually play on Fridays. But, man, this team's so fun to watch, and they really compete well. And, excuse me, and they really get after it. And, man, this will be the only time you get to see them at home. This is the last one, and we call it the best one that we always talk about. We don't like to say last a lot. But just get in the gym, and then we'll do a send-off. We're going to leave Tuesday. Don't know what time yet.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll get that information out. And obviously, we got to take care of business. We're not looking past Saturday. I mean, we got to make sure we take care of business on Saturday. But we'll do all that stuff next week. And just get up to Albuquerque and support these young men, man. We like where we're at. We're playing our best hoops. And got a lot of dudes that love to compete and love to get after it. And I'm excited, man. This is what we've worked hard all year for since once we got together in April. And put the time in, we've put the work in, we've gave ourselves a great opportunity with a good seed, and now it's just one quarter, one possession, and looking forward to a very scrappy Bloomfield team to come in here and get after us. And it's that time of year, Scott, everybody's fighting for their lives, man. They know it's win or go home, and we'll worry about that, first tip-off at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Have a good week of practice this week, and win each day, man. This is fun. This is really the fun part of time of competing and playing sports. Accumulation of a state tournament. So here's where we're at.
So I doubt you guys will be in next week then, since you're leaving on Tuesday.
We'll probably practice Tuesday morning, so I doubt we'll be. But I'll let you guys know.
Let us
sure.
know when the send off is. We'll hype it up on the radio on Tuesday morning. Let everybody know.
Yes,
and
sir.
Just text that to me and send it to
Yes,
me.
sir.
So, all right, fellas. Well, keep your grades up. You still got to graduate. You understand?
Yes,
sir. So, all right, okay. Well, all right. Well, fellas, we appreciate you guys coming in. Best of luck on Saturday. We look forward to see what you can do, and God bless, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. On this day 4 of the liberation of Iran, the U.S. and Israel continue hitting targets across the country as the Iranians attack neighboring countries, including arch foe Israel, with missiles and drones. The death toll in Iran is approaching 800. Half dozen Americans. House Speaker Mike Johnson describes the U.S.-Israel mission as a defensive operation. No injuries in an Iranian drone strike on the U.S. Embassy in the Saudi capital. The diplomatic compound unoccupied at the time it was hit by 2 Iranian drones. Israel's also taking incoming fire from the Iranians. Federal court is rejecting the Trump administration's bid to slow tariff refunds. And on Wall Street, the Dow futures down 680 points. NASDAQ futures off 447. This is SRN News.
Take your family to Lowell's Pharmacy and we'll take care of you.
You and your family getting all the things you need, where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions filled faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
You know, at Lowell's Pharmacy, we've noticed that nowadays there are so few things that families can do together. Well, you can bring your entire family down to Lowell's Pharmacy. Now, we know that not everyone in your family loves to shop, but we also know that your entire family has healthcare needs, and we're ready to meet those needs at Lowell's Pharmacy.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Well, the Artesia Bulldogs girls basketball season is at an end. In case you missed it, on Friday night, Artesia lost in the district tournament championship at home to Goddard, 49-30. Artesia finishes the season 14-13. They actually led by 2 points after one quarter, but the second and third quarters really did the Lady Bulldogs in. Second quarter only scoring one bucket, only 4 points in the third quarter. So Artesia will stay at home while the Artesia guys will be playing, we know the time now, Saturday night at 6 o'clock at home against Bloomfield. On the boys' side, the Bulldogs are the second seed with the 22-5 record. Bloomfield, the 15th seed with the 15-12 mark overall. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio AM 990.
Americans can't get enough war coverage. In the days leading up to the February 28th attack, Fox News registered 35% more viewers than CNN and MS Now combined. But there is one place to ignore for honest and factual coverage. Can you guess what it is? I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. When you're online, you're tracked. Keep your activity private and secure. Get 4 extra months for free at expressvpn.com/Kim. Within minutes after the news of the attack, Elon Musk's ex-users were literally plastering phony war videos. AI-generated slop was everywhere, and it still is. And so are old videos labeled as new. One user posted a fake clip of a rocket strike taken directly from a video game. 4.5 million watched, believing it to be true. And virtually every account pushing this garbage has a paid blue check mark, meaning the X algorithm boosted it. With war news, stop, wait, verify, and then don't share it. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Who really knows you best? Your spouse, your kids? If you use a smartphone, a computer, or any internet-connected device, thousands of companies are tracking what you do online. Big tech makes billions every year monitoring the sites you visit and the things you buy. A lot of that activity is tied to your IP address. They build a profile about you, what you search for, what you like, and use it to target you with ads. That's why I use ExpressVPN. It hides your real IP address and encrypts your internet connection so what you do online isn't visible to companies, your internet provider, or anyone else trying to snoop. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. One subscription covers up to 8 devices: your phone, laptop, tablet, even your smart TV. Just one click and you're protected. Take back control of your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/Kim. And right now, get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim. expressvpn.com/Kim.
Turpin and Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. We have one new obituary for Ella Jordan, 95, beloved mother, wife, grandmother, and mother-in-law, was called to her heavenly home on March 2nd. She was born on November 23, 1930, in Pleasant Valley, New Mexico, to Thomas and Sylvania Kavanagh. She is survived by her daughter, Adina, and husband Hardy Carlisle, daughter Beth Combs, daughter Marcia and husband John Hines, daughter-in-law Judy Jordan, and daughter-in-law Melissa Jordan. Her grandsons include Robert and wife Gabby Combs, Christopher and wife Kimberly Combs, Adam and wife Shonda Combs, Drew Jordan and wife Kendall Hines. Granddaughters include Mickey Jordan Castillo, Sarah and husband Aaron Jordan Hinkie, Alyssa and husband Jason Hines Anaya, Rebecca and husband John Jordan Tubbs, and Chloe and husband Jordan. She was preceded in death by her husband Lonnie, sons Kent and Brian, grandson Tyler, and all of her siblings and both parents. A service will be held in her honor on March 6th at 10 a.m. at First Baptist Church, Artesia. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia. We make it personal.
Hometown pride, supporting local jobs and growing our community, keeping our community safe, striving for excellence. These are all goals and aspirations that inspire me to be your next mayor. I'm not running for politics or a title. I'm running for you, the citizens of Artesia and our surrounding community. Come out and vote early, or on March 3rd, vote Terry Todd for mayor, our future.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit breezy today. Low pressure is forming east of the mountains, and that'll bring us really warm temperatures today. Sunshine and upper 80s. Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday. Sunshine and mid to upper 70s. A few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s. Breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Turn it up.
Welcome back, Artesia. Artesia General Hospital is in the house.
Good morning.
Morning.
Cush is in, and we have Dr. Jewel.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
The jewel of the hospital.
If you say so.
He's the only one.
That is true. That is true.
The crown jewel. There you go. There you go. So, Kush, tell us a little bit about Dr. Jewel.
So, Dr. Jewel is one of our primary care family medicine physicians. Doctor before his name. Very, very well regarded. I get to see all the comments that people post on Facebook when, I put up a picture of Dr. Jewel. People are like, I travel from Roswell, I travel from Carlsbad, Dr. Jewel's great, Dr. Jewel fixed me, Dr. Jewel did this, Dr. Jewel.
Look at that.
So there's like a long list of things.
Going to make my head swell.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so we might have to get a wider door on the way out. You know what I'm saying?
Too funny.
So I kind of want to bring Dr. Jewel by, kind of reintroduce him to the community. I know several people already know him, but also starting to move into spring and summer, want to start talking a little bit about allergies. Wanted to talk a little bit about, starting to get ready for the rest of the year. So,
well, I got a cold today, so maybe you can just fix me. Just get it out of the way.
We'll give you what they call a Dr. Jewel special, which is a catalog shot.
There you go.
Very, very, very popular in my office.
There you go. There's a shot. Move
there you
go. So obviously you've been with us for a while. So how long you been here, Doctor?
Here in the Artesia area for about a year and a half. I've been doing this for about 20 years now. Up until recently, I was in Roswell, but found that this was a better opportunity for me at Artesia General and Memorial Family Practice. I really enjoy working there.
We're big fans of enlightenment around here. When people wake up and leave Roswell and Carlsbad and come to Artesia, we're like, okay, good job.
There you go.
Good job.
There you go. Absolutely.
So you still live you living down here with us too, or are you driving back and forth every day?
I'd like to, and in fact, that brings me to why I was kind of sort of late this morning. There was an accident about a half a mile from where I live.
Oh, man.
And I drove faster than I want to admit to get here.
You're like, I got to make it.
Yeah, and I barely did. Well, I was still late, but I drove faster than I've ever driven down here this morning.
So, well, awesome. So you do family medicine. What all?
Family medicine. I see a lot of diabetics, hypertension, back pain,
you name it. Pretty much if you're in family medicine, you literally can have one patient that has back pain, the next patient could have a brain tumor.
Yeah, it's a general practice.
Yes,
You're
sir. Everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Multi-purpose mechanic. You know?
That's kind of the truth. Yes, yes. And you got to be an expert in everything.
Exactly. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So you've enjoyed your time down here in Artesia, and it's gone well at our hospital.
Yes, and you had mentioned before, I do make the commute. I'd like to live here, but currently the housing prices, holy cow.
Well, talk to me after this is over. I got a deal for you.
Okay.
We'll talk numbers.
Okay.
I kind of knew where you were going with that. I was like, I'm going to stay out of this one.
I am shameless. Okay, at this point. Well, awesome. I'm glad you're here, and it sounds like it's one time the social media thing works out in our favor. It's like you get that good positive feedback, and people tell us, hey, this is a good doctor, go see him. And so do you practice out of Memorial, or do you have another office?
Yes, sir.
You're in Memorial.
Yes,
okay.
sir. I would have to say what I pride myself in is listening to the patients. Communication is the number one skill I think you have to have as a primary care physician.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, before I became a physician, I actually worked in radio.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. What did you do?
Crazy.
What did you do in the radio world?
I was on air, and way back when I lived in Chicago, I produced a talk show. And I found,
look at that.
Yeah, I found in that I enjoyed helping people.
Yeah.
So I went back to school. I have enough almost for 2 degrees, one in communication, one in biology. I was 2 classes shy of getting a biology degree when I went to med school.
Okay.
And so long story short, that's what brought me here.
Yeah.
Long road.
What Dr. Jewell doesn't know is I'm trying to soften him up for a hospital podcast or a radio show.
Yeah, there you go.
So slowly reintroducing him back into the idea.
Yeah, well, we're building a podcast studio right here.
Exactly.
So, well, there we go. I'd be willing.
That's great. So now, where else have you practiced medicine? Did you? I mean, obviously, I don't think you moved straight from Chicago to Roswell after school, did you? Or?
Actually, yes.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't say from Chicago. So, my backstory.
Yeah.
Lived in Chicago, grew up there, did high school, etc. Went to college the first time in Chicago, then moved to Colorado back in '91.
Oh, okay.
And went to Colorado State for a little bit. Got all of my prereqs for med school, and then came down to Roswell for a 2+1 program. What does that mean? 1 year in Albuquerque, 2 years in Roswell. I always wanted to practice rural medicine.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I did that. And I was in Roswell for 18 years.
Oh, wow.
And I plan on staying here till I retire.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, that's a rare jewel to find that wants to stay in this rural part of the country. I mean,
rural medicine. There's a huge need for us, and in New Mexico, there's even a bigger need than the regular community that's rural.
Yeah,
shall we say?
Absolutely. So,
and Dr. Jewell is accepting new patients. So if you're looking for a primary care doctor,
if you need a primary care doctor, just line up. You guys got the front entrance done yet, or
no?
what?
They're still working on it. But
where's Jeremy at? Like, get him on the show and let's harass
maybe
him.
Next time.
Bring him next week.
You guys are going to make me laugh about that. Don't talk to Dr. Avalos about that one.
Hey, it's construction. You know how these things go.
Yes, indeed.
Never according to plan.
Exactly.
That's how they go.
Exactly.
That's the one thing you can always count on in construction. It never goes the way you think it's going to.
True.
So, it's not as precise as medicine, I mean, it's.
I would agree with that. After having some home improvements done, yes, sir. Yep.
Oh man, yeah, that is great. So what's coming up next? What's happening over at the hospital? What's for lunch today?
What's for lunch today?
Good food. I'm going to leave it at that.
There you go.
I was, we've got a phlebotomy class that's opening up. Thanks, Jeffrey. I saw you just put up the menu for.
There you go.
There you go.
Where did
Jeffrey,
that come from?
$2 waffles. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So come on by, check us out if you're having a chance to eat of the green chili. A great family atmosphere, great food, great portion sizes. I've kind of been watching on Facebook lately. That seems to be a thing where people are like, "Oh, I just got this really small portion size," and I'm like, "Come on, buy the green chili."
There you go.
So, but in addition to that, we also have a phlebotomy course that we recently launched last week. So, enrollment is open for that. The enrollment runs through March 27th. So, if that's a career that you're interested in, it's a good introduction to the medical field. We run it in-house. It's national certification as well. So go on to the website. We've got it listed up there. Check that out as well. Also check on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Additionally, one very, very cool feature that I kind of wanted to talk about with our new website. People don't realize this, but you can actually change the language to something that you may be more comfortable in.
That's news to me.
I know.
That.
And a lot of people are kind of like, hey, we didn't know about that. So I thought I'd
like
talk
scroll
about
down
it.
to the bottom of the page and click something?
Actually, just on the right-hand side of the screen, it's a little sticky button. You'll see it's an English flag for English. But if you click on the flag, you'll get a whole bunch of different languages that you can scroll through, including Spanish, including Jeffrey and I were looking at it earlier, several different things like Dutch, Arabic, Chinese, a lot of different options there as well. So, and it's, of course, I do say it is a machine translation. So you always want to double check the medical information with your doctor or your provider.
Yeah.
But it gives you a good general idea of, everything we offer.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've seen patients at my office that actually speak Khmer, which is Cambodian. So we have translators to help with that.
Correct. I'll have to double check if Cambodian is an option we offer.
Yeah. I think it's pronounced Khmer. It's Khmer.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. She had a broken arm. So like I said, we see everything.
Yeah. And how do you, obviously we don't have someone on staff that speaks every language up there. So do you guys
That's
use
true.
some remote type services or anything like that?
We have translators that we can use. It comes on an iPad.
Oh, gotcha. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's pretty clever. I mean, that just makes, that's a huge change that you can get someone on an iPad and go, hey, tell me what this person's saying type thing. So.
Right.
Especially in rural medicine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You got to get one of those, you get those new things you put on your ear and it like translates as you're speaking to each other. You guys seen those?
Hey, Apple Translate, Google Translate, all of these modern.
It's like an earbud.
Is
it's
it
like
really?
an earbud that you give one to the one person, one to the other person, you speak, and it translates it back and forth for you.
Okay.
I guess Star Trek was right on the money.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to start talking to you in some of my lesser known languages, Doc. We'll see how this works.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Yeah, you guys get it in practice because how many languages do you speak? You said languages, so I want to know.
Not all of them fluently, of course, but I speak English, I speak Hindi, I speak Gujarati, I speak a little bit of Marathi, kind of trying to learn Spanish, which, in this area is, of course, important.
Yeah.
I speak a couple of South Indian languages, so few.
Because there's a number of different languages in India, isn't there?
Many, many different languages.
Yeah.
That's more than I can say. I took Japanese when I was in college. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm trying to learn how to speak Spanish. I can deliver a baby in Spanish.
Está bien.
Empuje. Más fuerte.
I speak
that's delivering a baby.
English, Mexican food, and Thai food.
Mexican food. I like that.
That's the other language. I speak Thai food.
That's really important. I don't care where in the world you go. If you speak the local food or if you have an interest in learning about the local food, you'll get along.
I always go to Thai restaurants and I can throw a little bit of Thai back and forth, and they're like, "You speak Thai?" I said, "No, I speak Thai food."
Nice.
There's two things you got to know in any language. Where's the beverage and where's the bathroom?
Yeah.
And as long as you know those two things, you're good.
Very, very important.
Una más cerveza and donde está el baño.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
Right.
So, anything you guys want to share with everybody and, kind of highlight that at the hospital right now that people may not be thinking about? Especially as spring comes up,
I can say that having been around for 58 years now, I have a lot of different medical issues, and I try to serve my patients with empathy. I myself, insulin-dependent diabetic, have been for 47 years. Diabetes is something I know very well. Hypertension, also have that. I've had a bypass surgery at the age of 49. So, coronary artery disease is one of my, mainstays. Diabetes, like I said, the common cold, everybody suffers through those things. Orthopedic injuries, because I was also pretty much a big adventure at times. So all of the above.
Yeah.
True. And it is also Women's History Month, so we kind of wanted to do a little something recognizing all the women providers that we have at the hospital. So if you go to our Facebook, you'll see this really cool banner that calls all of them out. Throughout the month, we'll be featuring our providers as well. We've got
Lori Crockett.
Lori Crockett. We've got Sarah Cordova, who's our first. In fact, there's the banner right there. Thanks, Jeffrey. I think, we have our physicians, but we also have a lot of advanced practice providers that kind of are helping there as well. So it's important to recognize them. It's important to recognize all the people that work at the hospital. This is a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll have to get on the website, check that out, and think all of them, recognize all of them. So
absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. So do you treat the worst disease of all, the man cold?
The man flu?
The man flu, yeah, it's horrid,
We see that every day. We're just coming out of a big spell of that. So
I remember when I was younger, I always seemed to get sick in the winter.
Yeah.
But now it seems like you get sick. Like I get a cold around the beginning of springtime now. I don't know why. It's just get old and these things just creep up on you. So.
I caught the flu once in July, so it can happen at any time. It can happen anytime.
I blame COVID. Let's blame COVID. We blame everything else on COVID.
Everything else, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate it, everybody. If you're looking for a primary care physician, reach out. Dr. Jewell at Memorial Family Practice. He's taking in new patients, and apparently, according to the internet, he cures everything. So, it's good.
And if I can't cure it, I know who to refer you to.
There you go. Referrals are always good too. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for coming, and best of luck to you, and God bless.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
You too.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Oil prices are leaping with worries that the Iran war will clog the global flow of crude. Oil prices rose sharply Monday, and disruptions to tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz raised uncertainty about how U.S. and Israeli attacks on Iran would affect supply to the world economy. The S&P 500 fell as much as 1.2% Monday and finished with a gain of less than 0.1%. The Dow fell 0.1%, and the Nasdaq Composite rose 0.4%. A federal court rejects the Trump administration's attempt to slow the tariff refund process. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit started the next phase in the refund process by sending it to a lower court to sort out. In a court filing, the Trump Justice Department had urged the Federal Circuit to proceed cautiously and hold off for 90 days, but the judges refused. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled 10 days ago that Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs on most countries in the world were illegal. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
It's election time in Artesia. One seat we are all voting for is mayor. Here's Jeff Yahtzee, who is asking for your vote.
Hello, Artesia. I'm mayoral candidate Jeff Yahtzee. I bring 14 years of city council and 4 years of mayor pro tem experience to this election. I also serve as chair of the Infrastructure, Government Affairs, and the Executive Safety Committees. I have represented you, the citizen, through both the good and the bad times in our community. I am by far the most experienced and qualified candidate to be your next mayor. I have always fought for and defended what is right and true for you in my role as a city councilor, and will continue to do so as your next mayor. We can do great things together for our community over the next 4 years. I need your support and urge you to vote for Jeff Yahtzee on Election Day, Tuesday, March 3rd. May God bless this fine community. Thank you.
Time to choose someone who represents your vision for the future of Artesia. Paid for by Jeff Yahtzee.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, honey?
Oh, the water softener is out of salt again. I don't have time to get any.
Well, then call Artesia Soft Water. They can deliver it and even put it in the softener if you ask them to. And check this out. They also have an app for your phone called Easy Salt. It'll remind us when it's almost out of salt.
Oh, of course. I should have known that. I'll call them today.
Artesia Soft Water. 575-746-3822.
Water, 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 water. Artesia Soft Water.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746-6195. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
God made Adam from dust. This is Ken Ham, CEO of Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum, and the Ark Encounter. Could Adam have been a descendant of some ape-like ancestor? Well, Genesis tells us God formed Adam from the dust of the earth. And that can't be a metaphor for ape-like creature, because after sin, God tells Adam that work will be hard until you return to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return. We don't return to an ape-like creature when we die. And Paul even mentions that we came from dust when he contrasts the corruption of Adam's body with the resurrected body of Jesus. Adam was a historical person just as described in Genesis.
Learn about our full-size Noah's Ark attraction when you go to AnswersRadio.com. Kids visit free. Go to AnswersRadio.com.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. As American and Israeli airstrikes continue pounding Iran, the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia's capital has been targeted by an Iranian drone strike. The BBC's David Willis in Washington says the president vows retribution.
President Trump told one of the cable news networks here that the United States would retaliate for this action quite soon, as he put it. And this is all part of a series of Iranian missile and drone strikes on Gulf states that play host to U.S. bases. And such is the growing danger, indeed, as far as those countries are concerned, that the U.S. State Department has urged American citizens in more than a dozen countries in the region to leave as soon as possible as concerns grow that this conflict is spreading.
There were no injuries in the embassy attack. Some congressional Democrats say the attack on Iran is unwarranted. They say the country posed no imminent threat to the U.S., but Secretary of State Rubio disputes that claim.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces, and we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act.
U.S. Central Command says 6 U.S. soldiers died in an Iranian strike on a logistics unit in Kuwait. The Iranian Red Crescent reports close to 800 deaths in Iran. That includes the upper echelon of the regime in Tehran. President Trump says the United States can keep the military campaign going longer than the planned 4 to 5 week time frame that he gave earlier. Sell-off underway this morning on Wall Street. The Dow down just over 1,000 points, loss of 2%. The Nasdaq is off 465. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. A lot of us are thinking about taxes, home projects we've been putting off, ways to get ahead financially in 2026. Now's the perfect time to talk to my friends at Fellowship Home Loans. If you want to lower your mortgage payment, they can help you refinance. If you need access to cash for home improvements or to wipe out high-interest debt, their fixed-rate line of credit is one of the best tools out there. Fast approval, predictable rate, and flexibility to use your home's equity wisely. Remember, many people still qualify to skip their next 2 mortgage payments. Imagine starting big projects or paying down debt with 2 months of breathing room. My family and I have used Fellowship personally. I trust these guys. Take control of 2026. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE. That's 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
The White House suggests a presidential rash is really no big deal.
The White House is attributing a large red spot on President Trump's neck to a skin cream he is using. News photographers captured close-up images of the president's neck during a Medal of Honor ceremony in the East Room of the White House. His doctor, Sean Barbabella, says the president is using a very common cream on the right side of his neck, which is a preventative skin treatment, and will use it for 1 week. He says the redness is expected to last for a few weeks. The president's medical report from his physical almost a year ago noted he was taking mometasone cream as needed for an unspecified skin condition. Ed Donahue, Washington.
The Supreme Court is clearing the way for California schools to tell parents if their kids identify as transgender without getting the student's approval. The High Court granting an emergency appeal. It was filed by a conservative group. News and analysis, townhall.com. Firefighters routinely make daring rescues, but this is one for the record books.
Crews in East Texas rescuing 2 people stranded 900 feet in the air after a hot air balloon hit a communications tower. Officials in Longview say firefighters took about 1 hour to climb up to the man and woman in the balloon's basket. It was another hour before the pair was secured inside the tower and then could begin their descent. Neither person was seriously injured. Federal Aviation Administration is investigating that incident. Jason Walker reporting.
A federal court has denied the Trump administration's attempt to slow the process of refunding billions of dollars worth of tariffs that the Supreme Court struck down last month as illegal. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit starting the next phase of the refund process. More on these stories at townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Hey, it is Election Day. Today, March 3rd, city elections. You need to get up there and vote. If you haven't voted yet, you have from 7 a.m. this morning, so it started an hour ago, runs all the way through 7 p.m. tonight. So during lunch hour, or if you're not working, go vote. But you can head over to the Artesia Senior Center or Faith Baptist Church. Either one of those 2 locations, they've got polling people set up and all that stuff. Get down there and vote. Voting for mayor. If you don't know, voting for mayor. We got two running, Terry Todd and Jeff Yahtzee. And then each of the city councilors has someone running against them, except for District 1. Raul is running unopposed, but all the rest of them. So unless you're in District 1, you've also got to vote for a district councilor. So get out there and get your voting done. I don't see the ladies from the chamber yet, so let's jump into. Let me grab my clipboard of things happening. Like I said, biggest one today, Tuesday, March 3rd, is go vote. Let's see. And then if there's a blood drive today. Today is March 3rd. There's actually two of them. One at the Eddy County Community Center, room 103 in Carlsbad from 11 to 3. And then, Lake Arthur Fire Department, so not too far away. You can hit the Bloodmobiles over at Lake Arthur Fire Department at 401 Alabama from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And let's see. One lucky donor this month will win $10,000. So 1 hour, you go and you donate, and you get entered into a chance to win $10,000. Donors of every blood type are needed daily for patients who need a transfusion during surgery or for treatment for blood disorders and many other life-threatening conditions. The need is especially great for type O blood. Type O blood, which is critical when car accidents and other emergencies leave no time to match a patient's blood type. So if you're type O, get up there. Platelet donations are also constantly needed, as most of those are often used to help cancer survivors or cancer patients. All right, let's see. And let's see. Coming up this Thursday, don't forget on Thursday from 10 to 11 every Thursday is prayer meeting at Lucky Duck Restaurant. So you can go join them, and we'll go from there. All right. Well, I think I see our guest walking in, so we'll go ahead and hit the weather and a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
My name is Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. This community means everything to us. My name is Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. This community means everything to us. For over 40 years, I've served in law enforcement from New Mexico State Police to leading one of the nation's largest federal training centers here in Artesia. As mayor, I'll focus on transparent budgeting, local jobs, and keeping our community safe, while preserving the hometown pride that makes Artesia special. I'll be honored to serve you.
Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday, sunshine, and mid to upper 70s. A few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s, breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
A message to the voters of Artesia from Louis Flores.
As a lifelong resident, former mayor pro tem, city councilman, and school board member of our community, I am proud to endorse Jeff Yahtzee for mayor of the city of Artesia. I was honored to have served with Jeff, and I've seen firsthand his dedication to improving the lives of our neighbors by improving the community. During my time on the city council, Jeff championed programs that revitalized our neighborhoods, supported our schools, and ensured that our voices were heard in every decision. He demonstrated his strong dedication through creation of the neighborhood farmers market, voting to build a new Olympic-sized aquatic center for the schools and community, and holding town hall meetings to develop plans and restore senior citizen activities after the COVID-era termination of activities. In a time when trust and leadership is more important than ever, Jeff has proven to be a steady hand, compassionate heart, and forward-thinking advocate for all of us. I urge you to join me in supporting Jeff Yahtzee on Election Day. Together we can elect someone who truly cares about us. Together we can build a stronger, more vibrant future for our community, the City of Champions.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the city of Champions. I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the city of Champions. This community has helped shape my faith, my family, and my commitment to serve. I've served through our church, youth sports, food drives, and by simply showing up when help is needed. That is why I am running for City Council in District 3. When you go to vote, you must write in my name, Mateo Leporto. Early voting starts February 3rd to the 28th, and it would be an honor and privilege to serve this community and to represent you on City Council.
Know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
The Rocky Mountain Elks Foundation salutes hunters and the role they play in providing critical funding for conservation. Celebrate how hunting is conservation at the RMEF Annual Banquet, Saturday, March 28th, 5 p.m. at the Liberty in Roswell. Log on to rmef.org and go to New Mexico Events for tickets. Get your tickets now. Log on to rmef.org. Celebrate hunters at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation Roswell Banquet, Saturday, March 28th at the Liberty in Roswell, 312 North Virginia in Roswell.
My name is Donna Todd. I've known Terry for over 46 years. I met him as a young teenager, and I've known him as he committed his life to God and as he committed his life to me. I also know him as he committed his life to service. I truly know no other man of such humility and grace. And believe me, I've stretched the boundaries several times on both of those. As the one person who truly knows this man, I cannot recommend him enough. Please vote Terry Todd for mayor.
Don't come round here no more. Can't you see that it's late at night? I'm very tired.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. That song ended quicker than I expected.
That was a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Who can be now? I am not a good singer. I'm sorry. I just did that. I ruined everybody's ears this morning.
If I sing, I'll probably be, he'll probably get like an FCC violation type thing. You know, I'd have to pay a fine if I start singing on the radio.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So the Chamber's in the house.
Chamber's in the house.
Congrats.
We lived.
Thursday night.
We lived. We survived.
Awesome.
It was so much fun.
So much fun.
Yes. I don't think I've ever had a smile on my face so much in my life. Like, it was just the people that were there, the people that came to support, and just listening to Walter and the fun awards, and just there were tears of happiness and joy and excitement, and then there were also people that were like shaking and nervous when they were getting up on stage, and man, it was just so cool. You know, we had I was telling someone the other day that I felt like it was a wedding or some sort of like reception. Obviously it was a reception and banquet, but there's this lead up and of just so much excitement and so much pressure and stress and getting ready, and you're just like, oh my gosh. And then when you're done, it's almost like, oh, it's over.
It's not over, because I have a good idea.
Oh,
the good idea fairy is at work.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so that was amazing. We need to do it every year.
Yes.
But how about we do it as celebrating the birthday of Artesia every year and have the Artesia Ball every single year?
The Artesia Ball.
Yeah, well, because Marine Corps birthday ball. So Artesia birthday ball.
Oh, okay.
And we throw a huge party like that every year.
Okay.
You
Let's
plan
get
it,
with
though.
the city on that.
Let's get with the city.
This is their deal.
I think this is their deal.
Just kidding.
Just
No,
give it
that
to
sounds fun.
give it to the former director of the chamber.
You know, we did get a lot of compliments.
It was amazing.
On the this was so much fun to dress up.
Everybody
extra.
was dressed
It
up.
to
It
the
was
nines.
so much
Yes,
fun. Auction was great.
The auction was fun.
Oh, had so much fun with him.
Oh man,
He is hilarious.
Dude, Shane Hall is a funny dude, and I loved he was calling the hair club for men. You know, he would call people out on funny little, poor Aaron Irving. He was calling him Charlie. Oh no, his real name's Aaron.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was so fun. We had a really good time. I got a lot of compliments and lots of feedback that everyone else really had a good time. And so, man, 100-year banquet down, and it was so fun. I hope I brought this today because this was at the check-in table, and it was kind of like a year in review of 2025 of the chamber. And this was put together by Camille and our girl Tessa. She's our graphic designer. But just looking back on the year of everything that happened is wild. And this particular communications page really caught my eye because I looked at it beforehand, but really looking at it again, it was 7,000 people that have visited the chamber.
Really?
And we literally on our notebook every single day we get a fresh new page and we put in the top corner P for phones, V for visitors, C for cell phone, and R for referrals. And we tally mark all day long. And if it's usually there's one person tallying for the most part, and if that person is gone, then the rest of us will tally up, right? And
So if I walk in there,
we tally
I get a check mark.
Yep.
Okay.
And this also includes not just unique visitors in coming to the visitor center, but chamber visitors, chamber and people, even the mailman, because he's awesome.
Mailman counts.
He counts. Anywho, I really like doing this, and I like to look at these statistics because it's man, this is why sometimes the best laid plans don't work out for us, because of, not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm really happy to know we had 7,000 people in and out of our doors last year.
Yeah.
And 7,800-ish phone calls. That was cell phones and office phones added together. We sent out over 500 local referrals for our members and over 400 Artesia welcome bags that we packed and put together. And that is either something that maybe went out in the mail. We get requests for that often. People that are relocating or coming to visit the area or whatever, just gaining information. Can you send me whatever? But also other organizations will host, a regional meeting or a statewide meeting or whatever, Lions Club, Rotary, Elks, whatever. And they'll request bags for all the people coming in. I mean, we just gave 100 bags away to Elks Club not too long ago. So it's really, really cool to see this physical number. I mean, we know how busy we are, but to see it on paper.
Yeah.
And this is nuts. Okay. We have 7,400 Facebook followers, which is to me really kind of cool because when I started at the chamber 8 years ago, we were at 2,000.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to, just last year, 52,000 Facebook page visits.
Wow.
And 2.8 million Facebook views on our content.
That's great.
So, some people are counted twice, obviously, I go
You have
to
to
our
get
chamber
something like the
Facebook page all
McDonald's
the time.
has over 1 million served.
Right? You should do that. That's awesome. But and this is one of my favorite ones to look at because, and that's just, social media, but also our chamber chat. That is a weekly email. It goes out to over 850 people, 850 email subscribers, whatever you want to call it. And the open rate of that is 45%.
That's good.
So I feel like that's pretty good for an email campaign. Just because it's chock full of information. It has graphics. It's just, I love it. I think, we have a really great communication with the community. And, of course, we still get I didn't know about that comments all the time, right? But
constant.
What
constant.
helps me to not let that get under my skin so much is seeing these numbers and seeing, well, 2.8 million other people did.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
really sorry.
Yeah. You were
but
the only one. That's so strange.
it's so strange, you know. But it's
Did you guys, you said you'd make tick mark. How many phone calls did you take last year?
last year 7,800.
7,800
Ish.
phone calls.
And that's cell phones and landline at
Wow.
the chamber. So about 8,000 phone calls between the four of us.
It's always good to put a metric to your work, you know,
Yes.
especially those of us who work in office work stuff now. You know, it's one thing when you're out building a building or drilling a well or something like that, but when you do office work, you're like, I'm just doing the same thing every day. But when you put a metric to it, you're like, this is what we did last year. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome to just look at that and see. And I don't know. I thought it was a really good, obviously put together.
You did 52
magazine.
radio shows too.
52. Wow.
Come in here. She's standing out there looking at us.
Oh
Like-
man. Yeah, it was a really fun night. We had a great time. Everyone was dressed so nice, and like I
It
said,
was. It
we
was
had
amazing.
a couple of naysayers that were like, "Meh, do I have to wear a tuxedo?" But then most everyone else was like, oh, "We get to dress up and get fancy, and
It was
how
great.
fun!" You know, I heard nothing but good things about the weekend.
Yeah,
so.
you guys did a phenomenal job. You really,
Thank
really
you.
did.
It was fun. This
Welcome.
girl killed it. I will tell you. So we had two, well, maybe a couple more. I'm not sure. But 2 last-minute rubber chickens is what I call them. And everybody has a rubber chicken at their event, right? Something that goes wrong is what we call it. My mom calls it a rubber chicken. And how do you deal with that rubber chicken, right? One of those rubber chickens was our sound.
Oh.
And so not only did KSVP come in clutch, but Camille Burnett came in even clutcher. I don't even know if that's the word, but killed it and only had like 30 minutes to get Butamus. She didn't need that much time, but you know. We
Yeah.
wanted 2 hours to go home and chill, and we did not get that.
My plan was to leave at 3.
Well, and I offered to come up and set up your sound to someone.
Yes.
And then I went to my own party on Saturday night, and I forgot to take any cables with me, and so then
Oh, no.
I had the same problem. I was like, ah.
Yeah, the last minute, like something that is going to go wrong will go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And so that was one of them. And then I can't remember. I mean, we had, stuff that just came in last minute and, you know, whatever. But I think for the most part, no one knew that, right? I mean, it was just,
No, you guys did a really, really good job. It was so awesome.
it was fun.
Thanks.
Well, I love getting dressed up, having a party
It was fun. It was a really good time.
for any good reason. For
And
any reason,
did
it
you
didn't have to be a good reason.
Did you scroll through like all the pictures on the
Yeah, I realized like after we went and got downloaded our picture, I realized you could see everybody's and like you would scroll through them. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys had a photographer there too, right?
We did.
Yeah, and we were going to post all those.
Well,
As soon as we get them back.
yeah, when we
Oh,
get them
when we
back.
get 'em
Written
back.
in Red just got theirs back. I saw like,
Oh, okay.
or at least just posted them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Days ago.
Yeah, because that was a lot of fun.
Yes, I
So-
can't wait because I realized that I did not on my phone or my husband's phone get a picture of the two of us together. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't
Well.
either. Yeah. So we were relying on the photo booth thing, which was completely awesome.
yeah.
And everybody was freaked out about it on Facebook. Like, the picture's moving. Because it's a
Oh,
little
it is a
3-second
boomerang.
clip. And,
Yeah.
it's like you can kind of see, like just, it's like, remind me of the Harry Potter newspapers.
Oh, yeah. Right. That's fun.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome. So
Yeah.
phenomenal job. And so now it is on to the next event, which is, I see
Well,
on
today,
oh,
today's the big day.
well, the big
you
day
talked
today.
about this
yes.
already.
Yeah, I did.
But today is
Election day.
I want to say voting day.
Voting day.
Voting day.
Same thing.
Great. Yes. So, okay, I brought this because
Here,
I
swing
don't
it.
know.
Put
Can
it.
you?
No, put it in front of your bar right there.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
There
Maybe
we
that'll
go.
Be cool. Yeah. Oh, now I'm covering the bulldog.
There you go.
Okay. Anywho, today is election day in
Yeah.
Artesia. And what I brought here is just like information on every district and what's going on as far as like the mayors and then city council. And you kind of talked about this that earlier. District 1 is the only one that it just has incumbent Raul Rodriguez. The rest of the districts are
A competition.
Thank you.
Yep.
And opposed. Yes. Thank you. So you have District 2, 3, and 4. And if you are confused or need more information on what district you might be in, we have maps at the chamber, but I'm sure once you go vote, the girls, like once you give them your address, your ballot will pop out. They're right. They're correct. Yeah. So yeah, it's today. It's exciting, and go exercise your right.
Yeah, I wonder if we got any early voting statistics, any numbers came in.
I know the only one I know, and this was way early.
Yeah.
It was last Monday, I think it was, that I had to go to City Hall for something. And they were like, "Oh, are you here to vote?" And I said, "No, but what numbers do you have?" And they said they were at 357 as of last Monday. But that's a whole week, because then we had the mayoral candidates were the week before that. But anyway, it was
yeah, so I mean, people might be waiting until today, maybe. And
I mean, we're going right after.
We are going.
Yes, good. I would go, but I can't.
You live in the country.
I do. Living in the country.
To the country, I'm gonna eat all the peaches.
That's a great song. She's looking at us like you guys are old.
Y'all seem to forget that I'm not actually 100.
Right?
You got a whole lifetime worth of knowledge in here. You gotta
I know.
Be digging into it, like. What kind of music did the old people I work with listen to?
These seem to do more harm than good, though.
Right.
I think it's hurting me more than I'm learning from it at all.
It's all in how you use the tools.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, we encourage everyone get out and vote.
Definitely.
This is the one place your vote does matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
It's true.
I can.
7 to 7 today, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So the polls are open right now. Faith Baptist Church, which is over at 20th and Grand.
Yep.
And the Artesia Senior Center,
Yep.
which is right over here at Chisholm and Roselawn-ish area. So they're open. Go in there. The friendly folks will help you out. Just give them your address.
Yep. They're all set up and ready to take you in.
Yep.
All right.
We're excited.
Let's go ahead and hit our news break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the next big event.
Sounds
the one
great.
I was thinking about.
Yes. The next big event.
Here we go.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. As American and Israeli airstrikes continue to pummel Iran, the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia's capital has been the target of an Iran drone strike. The embassy was not occupied at the time. Some congressional Democrats say the attack on Iran is unwarranted because they say the Islamic Republic posed no imminent threat to the U.S. Secretary of State Rubio says nothing could be further from the truth. U.S. Central Command says 6 American soldiers died in an Iranian strike on a logistics unit in Kuwait. The Iranian Red Crescent reports at least 787 people in Iran have been killed. President Trump says the United States can keep the military campaign going longer than the planned 4 to 5 week time frame that he issued earlier. On Wall Street, stocks opening sharply lower this morning. More details, srnnews.com.
It's election time in Artesia. One seat we are all voting for is mayor. Here's Jeff Yahtzee, who is asking for your vote. It's election time in Artesia. One seat we are all voting for is mayor. Here's Jeff Yahtzee, who is asking for your vote.
Hello, Artesia. I'm mayoral candidate Jeff Yahtzee. I bring 14 years of city council and 4 years of mayor pro tem experience to this election. I also serve as chair of the infrastructure, government affairs, and the executive safety committees. I have represented you, the citizen, through both the good and the bad times in our community. I am by far the most experienced and qualified candidate to be your next mayor. I have always fought for and defended what is right and true for you in my role as a city councilor, and will continue to do so as your next mayor. We can do great things together for our community over the next 4 years. I need your support and urge you to vote for Jeff Yahtzee on Election Day, Tuesday, March 3rd. May God bless this fine community. Thank you.
Time to choose someone who represents your vision for the future of Artesia. Paid for by Jeff Yahtzee.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. Yesterday was never going to be an easy day on Wall Street, and so it turned out to be, though who could have predicted where the markets finished? I'm betting virtually nobody. One key issue among many was the price of a barrel of crude oil. The problem centers on the Strait of Hormuz, that thin body of water separating Iran from the Gulf Arab states, through which about 20% of the world's crude passes. The worry is, what if the strait, which leads to the Suez Canal and links the Mediterranean with the Indian Ocean, is shut by the Iranians for any length of time? Shipping is already being diverted just in case the long way around the southern tip of Africa, which is driving up costs. Analysts say the longer the war goes on, the higher crude prices are likely to rise. No one knows what's going to happen next. And no one predicted this. The Dow was down about 1/15%, the Nasdaq up 1/3%, and the S&P unchanged but in the green. Oil majors were all up, so were the defense stocks, airlines and leisure descending. The mood on the street is to look out for safe havens. Gold up 2%, Bitcoin 5%. Concerns about AI crashing the economy and the credit market have not gone away, but they've been overshadowed. Today, earnings come from the cybersecurity company CrowdStrike. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
Now, let's just say you find yourself in traffic, behind a car with an AOC for President sticker. What do you do now? Well, give them plenty of room. Don't get too close and never honk your horn in their general direction, unless you want a cup of hot green tea thrown in your lap. Remember now, this is a former Beto voter you are driving behind, and they still have not given up on all the fun of open borders. Yeah, that jacked up idea is still just a mail-in ballot away from sleeping on your front porch. Sandy will get it for us, screams the great unwashed at a mostly peaceful protest. Think of it like that time you asked Santa for a pony. Did you ever see that pony? No? Well, you won't be seeing open borders either. But that didn't stop Sandy Cortez. She hopped a red-eye to sell her open border scheme at this year's big European barn dance and chili cook-off. Poor Sandy was having trouble remembering what country is where. Sandy thought crudité was an oil-rich country south of the equator. It's not. It's just finger food, not commonly found in Brooklyn. Now, if Sandy could learn to drive, she would have to learn to pick between the pine tree or the skunk air freshener for the Volkswagen. That's about as complicated as she needs it to get. Sandy's coalition of the unhappy doesn't ask for much. Just a working mute button for those days when even donkey people can't pretend anymore. Here, I got something you can fact check. That's the way we Otis. I'll see you at the Peace March.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit breezy today. Low pressure is forming east of the mountains, and that'll bring us really warm temperatures today. Sunshine and upper 80s. Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday. Sunshine and mid to upper 70s. Few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s. Breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Take it away, Jessica.
Hi, good morning. I don't know the words.
Hard rock and roll.
Like them.
Huey Lewis. He's a crazy, wild-eyed liberal, though.
Is he really?
Oh, horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Like, musicians should just stick to singing music.
Yeah.
You know, just
Make us all
entertain.
happy.
Entertain us, clown. So, yeah.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy election day.
Yes, elections. We already did elections.
We did elections. However, this is a new segment that will be posted on Facebook. So I said
new segment. Oh, yes, you put it on the second one.
Right?
Don't forget to vote.
They do 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3
Yeah.
of 3, which is cool.
So,
Election day. But do you
Election
want to
day.
talk about car show?
yes. I'm excited. I want to see some cool cars this year.
Heck yeah,
Hey,
you do.
we had some cool cars at the banquet.
We did.
Oh, where did you guys get that old truck that was out front? That was so cool.
That one
is Stefan Brenderos,
Yeah,
and the one inside is Robbie Burgess's.
that's so cool.
And because we're just such good buddies with all these folks through Car Show, they very kindly allowed us to display their cool 100-year-old trucks.
Yeah.
They brought them over and drove them physically. They were 100 years old.
Yeah.
Or are. The one
And they
was
run.
1926.
You can drive them both.
Wasn't there something about an old limo?
We were.
That was
that fell through.
Well, yeah.
It couldn't fit inside. We
Oh.
wanted the one to come inside.
Gotcha.
Wasn't it cool that it was inside?
It was cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
So,
Statement piece.
it was. It very much was.
A lot of people took pictures by it, I think, and
Yeah.
really looked at it.
Well, one of the things we didn't talk about early in the last segment, we can talk. 13 different organizations, including you.
No, outside of us.
Outside of us. Outside of you. Over 100 years or older in Artesia. That was pretty cool to hear.
That was so
to hear all that listed out. Yeah. We got cool awards.
Yes, 16 of those were church. Or 16.
16 of the 13 were.
13 were churches.
6 of the 13 were churches.
Oh gosh, that's how rumors get started, Jessica.
exactly.
Come on.
You know the story about the loaves and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't completely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it was really cool to have pretty much all of them in attendance. There were a couple that couldn't come, which was totally fine. But yeah, it was really it was really cute because especially when we were sitting there, we were trying to do their walk-up music, and we just spent all afternoon one day Googling and searching and chat. What's a good walk-up song for this type of an organization? And,
Yeah.
I mean, we did all the research, and it was so fun to come up with all these really fun songs.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And it was interesting that Sharp Dressed Man came up for Presbyterians.
I know.
That was such a
Who would've
coincidence,
thought?
wasn't it?
that was just a no-brainer because we knew you were coming. So, you know.
When I was telling Marty at the beginning where you're doing the first few, and I was like, yeah, they picked walk-up songs for everybody. And she goes, oh, well, we know what ours is going to be.
Did she know?
she's like, yeah, we know what ours is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have picked a different one to throw you off.
If you would have, I'd be like, what is that? No, that's
song. Why did they
that's
pick
not my
that?
walk-up song.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
man.
was fun. It was really cool. In fact, just this morning I got a message. Oh, what did you pick for so-and-so? I didn't get it here. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
No, it was great. It was great. So we do have a car show coming up on the 27th of this month. It's one event right after another. You
Right
guys,
around the corner. It never ends.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
You guys are like, now you can start planning for it. That's good. You can finally get into planning for this thing.
Yes.
So,
We will.
How many cars we got so far?
Actually, I'm going to take a step back right there. The planning for car show started last year this time.
Yeah.
Because there is, New Mexico True puts out grant funding information and surveys and stuff that is literally every February. And so in order to get some funding and they do like a 2-to-1 matching, and they do all kinds of different things with their co-op, New Mexico True. You have to start in February and do the survey and
like a year ahead.
get the information
Yeah.
filled out, the application, and then it's all. So right now we literally filled it out for next year's car show again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it does
A month
start
before
already.
this one started.
Yeah, I know exactly. And it's like, well, how do you even know what you want from New Mexico True if you haven't even had the event yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's so it does start early. We do plan the date after last year. We said last year was the 26th and 27th, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 27th, 28th.
There it is. That's what we're
Next
doing.
year, yeah. We put out to save the date. And so that way, because our car show is one of the first of the season in the whole region.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
that's
so
Kind of kicks off the car show season, if you will.
Okay.
Which is really cool because everybody's excited in their garages, getting their cars all spiffied up and
That's
working
pretty-
on them. And
I didn't
this
know
is
there was
sort of
such
their
a thing,
first outing of that.
Didn't know it was a
it's cool.
season of, you know.
Yeah, they don't typically go out in the winter so much.
That's true. Some of those cars they don't want out in the winter.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they're cold, they're finicky. Same with me, right?
I'm like a classic car. I don't get out in cold.
Rickety.
If it's raining.
I squeak when I walk.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, March 27th, 28th, we're really excited. Downtown again. A goal again is 300 cars like we always have. We are pretty much maxed out on food trucks already, I feel.
We are.
If not already maxed out. So
I think
that's awesome. I think we So we're gearing up. We've got the space reserved. We've got the city has signed off on all that. DOT has signed off on the cruise / parade. We've been having meetings already with the car club, having meetings already with police and fire, and it's rocking and rolling. I mean, I think as of last week we had 15 to 20 cars already registered.
Good.
That was early last week. I think I have at least 5 more sitting on my desk that I haven't put in. So I think we're doing good on that front for sure.
Yep. So you can come to the chamber, pick up one of these fancy schmancy papers, old school paper, and you can fill it out and register that way. You can come to KSVP radio and do the same thing.
Yeah.
You can also go onto artesiachamber.com and go to the calendar. Right?
Yep. You can go to events or the calendar. If you can't find it, give us a call. We can help you get there.
Yep. Carshowpro.com. There is a QR code on this registration that you can just click and it goes straight to the event.
Oh, wow.
And,
So it's $40 to register a vehicle.
Yeah.
Every singular vehicle. The rules are a little different if you're a part of ACE because they're the hosts. But if you have more than one fancy vintage or not vintage car in your garage, $40 a piece. Spectators, on the other hand, are free. So we're really encouraging everybody to come out, whether you're into cars or not. It's a really cool event. First of all, it's outside, and it's nice outside. Lord, we pray.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. We'll have some live music. Obviously, there will be food trucks. It'll be really fun. It's a fun interactive 2-day event. The cruise is especially fun. The way we organize the cruise, and the cruise is Friday night. 6 o'clock. And the way we organize it is sort of by the decade, or we try our best. So it's kind of neat. You get to sort of watch time go by.
Oh, yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it starts with, the tea buckets and the
1910s.
The oldies, all the way to your 2026 Corvettes. So,
okay.
Yeah. It's fun.
So they don't even have to be old cars.
Nope. No, not at all.
Fancy cars.
Not fancy at all. Any car. Everything's welcome. We even have a category called Everything Else Under the Sun, just in case you don't fall into one of the categories. We welcome motorcycles. Pedal cars is new this year. We're going to have an overall pedal car winner. Yes. T-buckets, rat rods.
I want to watch the pedal cars go through the parade.
Right. Poor guys.
Just got to pedal the whole way. You might want to let them lead so they don't get run over.
We've got rat rods, bicycles, all the things.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of.
Tractors even.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw tractors on there. I thought, okay, that's cool.
I think there will be a tractor row again.
There's some neat tractors around here.
Super.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun again. I'm excited. I think, the wind came early this year, so it's going to leave early. That's my prediction. Weatherman. That way on our car show weekend, it'll all be settled down and it's gone and we're good to go.
We got all the wind out early in March. There you go. All right.
March 27th and 28th, downtown Artesia, Heritage Plaza. Like she said, live music. We're excited. We moved live music to Saturday during the day. I think he's going to come in and play from 11 to 1. So come eat lunch, grab some food truck food, enjoy the live music, walk around and look at cars. The car owners are there. They love to talk about their vehicles. So ask them all the questions.
Yeah.
You know, there's different categories, like she was saying. Within that, it's modified or original. So ask them all of those questions. How is it modified? How is it original? Western Bank's gracious enough to let us use their parking lot again. Heritage Plaza, all of Texas Street, as far as we need it to go. 5th and Texas is going to be where the food trucks will be.
Gotcha.
And then kind of all the little side streets all around there. So it's shaping up to be a really, really cool car show. T-shirts are ordered. Plaques are ordered. Awards for these vehicles. There's going to be a first and second place in every category in every decade. Well, I shouldn't say every category. Some of them are just the first place. But for the decades, it's first and second. It will be a judged show. So they're getting the car club, Artesia Car Enthusiasts, ACE, as she said earlier, has found 4 judges. They're looking for 4 judges outside of Artesia to help them be really
non-biased.
Yeah. And so there's also within this Car Show Pro that we've been using for the last couple of years, there's a cool way that Camly was able to find out this year that the judges could use some criteria within that platform to use. And so I think we're going to try to work through that this year. And
hopefully make judging a little easier this year. So we're excited for that.
I like the dress like the year of your car.
Yes.
Is that a separate competition? Like who's got the coolest outfits from the decade of their car?
Yes.
I think last year there was like a cash prize. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. Yeah, there was one that was cool. There was like, he totally looked like Saved by the Bell. Him and his wife. And next to their 80s, it was an 80s or 90s Chevy truck. Can't remember. And then the Burgesses always do a really good job of dressing up like their decade.
Yeah.
They won't be here this year.
He's got so many cars, though. Which one does he bring?
Exactly.
I know,
You don't know what year he's going to bring.
Exactly. Sometimes they look like the 50s. Sometimes they look like the 20s. Sometimes, they're cute.
Yeah, last year, Best Dressed we had 3 really good ones. One was a couple dressed as the 50s. They had a cute little red truck, and she had like a polka dotted dress and like the beehive, the whole 9. It was cute.
Oh, wow.
And then there was a really young couple, which I thought was cool, from the Vejitos Car Club, and they looked super cool. And then the Burgesses as well. So yeah, it was fun. This was like right when I first got to the chamber, and they let me judge. So it was fun. We got to run around and find all the best dressed.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you dress up? Like, how would you dress 90s? That's a hard one, I feel.
Yeah. Everything since the 90s, there's not been I don't think there's been a defining style of each one of the 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
See, I disagree.
What's 2000? Like, what do you wear?
Like early 2000s, low-rise jeans, like...
You wear those
think Britney Spears.
The JNCO jeans that had the white legs on them that were like this wide.
And their backs. Did you know that? I have like a 10-year-old cousin who bought some or got some.
Is it Jinko or Jinko?
Jinko.
Yeah.
They're terrible. But yeah, I think they're so
crazy that it's already back.
Like 20, even 10 years
like
ago.
Parachute pants and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year were bell bottoms?
70s.
Okay, so then it took 40 years for those to come back.
Yeah.
And now it's only taken 20 years for them to come back again. Like,
they're running out of rotating styles.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited. It'll be fun. Dress like your decade if you would like.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then like she said, so registration is on. It's happening online at the chamber, KSVP, wherever you want to get one. We can mail you one if you want, which we did. We mailed a bunch out already.
Yes,
it was
we
a
did.
big chunk of them.
Yeah.
But registration in person, because a lot of people will wait.
Oh, I did see that on the schedule.
Yeah. So folks will wait because they want to know what the weather's going to be like that day. And they will wait till the week of or 2 weeks out until they can see the weather report on their phones or whatever. Also, they will wait until that morning and they'll say, oh, yeah, no, I'm not coming. Or, it's going to be a good day. Let's go. Right? So they register in person from 1 to 4 on Friday. We'll be down there at the Heritage Plaza. There will be a big trailer. The car club has a new trailer started last year. It's a big it says registration all over it. It has
okay, cool.
logos all over it. It's great. So that'll be registration. There is like a little mini pop-up show on Friday. It's just for fun. It's like a total optional thing from 1 to 5. And that's just really fun. People will come and register, go ahead and park in the plaza, and then just bust out the lawn chairs and hang out. So that's really cute. And then at 6 o'clock is the parade that will leave the bowl at 6. So by the time they get down, it'll take a little bit of time, but we really encourage folks to come downtown and watch that. The food trucks will be open. Some of them, they've talked about that. Can we serve on Friday? We're
night?
like, yes, please do. So that's really cute. And then Saturday morning, people will start piling in early. Registration is from 7 to 10:30 a.m. The show starts at 9. So the judges will start going out. The drawings will start. Everything starts right around 9 o'clock. From 9 to 3. Like we said earlier, live music is 11 to 1.
Okay.
And then awards will happen right around 3 o'clock.
Great.
So we're hoping that Gene's able to get the KSVP trailer out there again to do some music.
Yeah.
In between the live, before and after the live music. And then we love to have that spot and those microphones and everything to announce the awards as well.
Yeah.
So
be great.
It's going to be really cool. There are rates at a couple of the hotels across town. So call them directly for good rates.
Yeah.
They are working with us like they do every year. So
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're excited. Our main event, Car Show and Cruise, our downtown Artesia, 27th annual.
All right. Well, that's exciting news.
Exciting news.
Yeah. So one of those things. Somebody's going to call you. And go. Well, I didn't know that was happening.
Yes. They sure will. That means we need volunteers.
It's only been happening 27 years, so you can't expect everybody to know about it yet.
Certainly not. So that means we need volunteers to help us walk the streets and go door to door and let people know there's a car show coming up this month.
Just walk to every house and hand.
That's the only way to get sometimes.
It does seem like that, very much so.
But no, we've got billboards up. We've got Focus magazine ads out. Oh, the new Focus magazine came out last.
Oh, did it? I was getting ready to ask. I was just getting ready to ask when's the new one coming out.
Yes, and there's a pretty popular chamber person on the front cover.
Who's that?
Chamber? Would you call him a chamber person?
Chamber person.
I wouldn't call him a chamber chick.
No.
But no, he grew up pretty much Artesia Main Street, Artesia Chamber.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much every day of his life.
Yeah.
Kaylin Klein is gracing the cover of our spring Focus on Artesia magazine.
Yeah, Artesia's pilot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's cool.
It's fun. That came out so you can see our Artesia cover.
Where can people get a Focus magazine?
At the chamber, for one.
Chamber.
You can get them at Fens Country Market. I feel like we can bring you guys some here too if you guys want a little stack of them. I wasn't sure. There's a few places around town that they get delivered. I think the hospital gets some.
Okay.
I think the library.
Library.
Awesome.
They're all over town. So yeah, come to the chamber, pick one up if you want.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
All right. Well, that's it, ladies. Thank you so much. It's already 9 o'clock.
My watch says I need to stand up anyway.
Yeah, it's you're being lazy. All right. Thanks so much, and God bless.
Bye.
I'm Sandra Borges with Women for Better Artesia.
And I'm Jessica
Borges with Women for Better Artesia.
And I'm Jessica Bolema, Executive Director of Artesia Chamber of Commerce.
When people think about voting, they often focus on national elections.
But local elections like mayor and city council have the most direct impact on your everyday life. And it's so important that we vote.
City councilors and the mayor make decisions about roads, water, public safety, parks, and how city funds are spent.
They help shape economic development, support local businesses, and they plan for the future growth of Artesia.
When you vote locally, you're choosing leaders who represent your values and your priorities.
And because local elections often have a lower turnout, every single vote truly matters.
Voting is your voice. It's how you help guide the direction of our community.
We encourage you to get informed, make a plan to vote, remind your friends and families to do the same.
Strong communities start with participation.
And it starts right here in Artesia.
March 5th through the 28th at the Artesia Public Library. Applications are available at Artesia Clean and Beautiful, Artesia Public Library, and Pecos Valley Broadcasting. Deadline for entries is March 5th. For more information, please call 575-513-0143 or 575-748-3192.
Whether you're buying your first home, selling, adding to your investment portfolio, or finally getting that shop with acreage for your forever, Century 21 Black Gold is by your side from start to finish. Century 21 Black Gold is the premier full-service real estate brokerage in Artesia, striving to treat each client, property, and transaction with care, knowledge, and professionalism. Your home is our priority. Century 21 Black Gold Brokerage. We don't just sell houses. We hand you the keys to your next chapter. Give us a call today, 575-736-0021.
Hello, I'm Terry Todd, and I'm running for the Artesia mayor's position. In 2022, only 20% of Artesia's registered voters chose to step out and exercise that privilege. As Americans, we are blessed to live in a democratic society. We have a constitutional say in the decisions that will affect our everyday safety, prosperity, and quality of life. Get out and exercise that right by early voting or on Election Day, March 3rd.
Did you know Artesia Ford now offers mobile service? That's right, we come to you. From fluid and air filter changes, battery and wiper replacements, low tires to diagnostic scans and software updates, Artesia Ford's mobile service makes light maintenance easy and convenient. Call Stephen Chavaria, your mobile service manager today, 575-746-3578 to schedule your visit. Limited services and distances apply, so don't wait. Get service on the go with Artesia Ford.
There is a difference. We're involved in the community. We believe in this area, and we reinvest locally to help the local economy. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
My name is Joseph Woody Wright. Artesia has been my home most of my adult life. I am running for City Council District 2 because I believe in serving this community the same way I've served my country, with integrity, preparation, and commitment. I'm running for City Council because Artesia deserves experienced leadership, thoughtful planning, and someone who knows how to build systems that work for our community. I'd be honored to earn your vote.
KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Fears of an escalating conflict in the Middle East taking a heavy toll on Wall Street this morning. The benchmarks are plunging. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P are all down more than 2%. Overseas markets have been tanking as well. And as the U.S. and Israel keep up their attacks on Iran, the Iranians are lashing out at other countries, firing what missiles and drones they have left in their arsenal. The American embassy in Saudi Arabia has been targeted by the Iranians.
Iran struck at the U.S. Saudi embassy early Tuesday as it keeps on hitting targets around the region, while the U.S. and Israel pounded Iran with airstrikes in what President Donald Trump suggests is just the start of a relentless campaign. The attack from 2 drones on the Riyadh complex caused a limited fire and minor damage, according to the kingdom's defense ministry. The embassy is urging Americans to avoid the compound. It follows an attack on the U.S. embassy in Kuwait, which announced Tuesday it was now closed until further notice. Correspondent Charles Deladesma says no one was in the embassy compound at the time of the attack. 6 U.S. service members have been killed in the war. Deaths in Iran, roughly 800. Several states kicking off the 2026 election cycle today.
Texas, Arkansas, and North Carolina are holding primary elections for party nominations ahead of the November midterms. Among those 3, Texas is generating the most interest with heated Senate races. Incumbent Republican John Cornyn is facing off against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and U.S. Congressman Wesley Hunt. In the Democratic contest, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is facing State Representative James Tallarico. Greg Clugston, Washington.
And on Wall Street, the Dow is down 1,098 points. It's a loss of 2.25%. The Nasdaq off 540 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Rwanda's army is a target of U.S. economic sanctions, punishment for the army's involvement in fighting in a neighboring country.
Rwanda and Congo signed a peace deal in December in Washington as part of President Trump's push to broker peace in the region and attract billions of dollars in Western investment. But the fighting has spread even beyond the current front lines, with M23 acknowledging it had used drones to attack the key mining city of Kisangani. This blatant violation appears to have crossed a line with the Trump administration. Financial sanctions have been imposed directly on key Rwandan military officials and the Rwandan army in its entirety.
The BBC's David Bamford. China's progress in building a modern economy, evident in its fighting robots and self-parking cars, is hitting limits as a downturn in its housing industry drags on and young people across the country struggle to land a job. News and analysis, townhall.com. It's one of the rites of spring, albeit a bit early in this town in the upper Midwest.
It might still be winter in Minnesota, but spring is in the air for people lined up at the Dairy Queen in Moorhead, Minnesota for its annual opening. The event is a community tradition no matter what the weather. The Dairy Queen Heritage Store has operated for 77 years and offers treats found almost nowhere else. People bundled up in coats, hats, and gloves in freezing cold to line up Sunday for ice cream treats. At the Moorhead Dairy Queen, it seemed like a bit of a summer day, almost. Keith Peters reporting.
President Trump says he is planning to attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner on the 25th of April, the first time he will do so as president. Mr. Trump says the event ties into celebrations marking America's 250th birthday. More on these stories, townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
Welcome back, Artesia, Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Hey, let's go. Aaron today. Jeff's going to come in here. We're going to chat a little bit. Then we'll talk to Aaron and then Nancy from Eddy County DWI. So I hope everybody's doing phenomenal. Looking forward to this month, man. This weather is pretty awesome right now. I hope it sticks around, and we don't need a repeat winter coming at us, but we'll see what happens. Hey, so let's go ahead and check in on our weather now, and then we'll bring Jeff in.
Hometown pride, supporting local jobs and growing
My
our
name is
community.
Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. This community means everything to us. For over 40 years, I've served in law enforcement, from New Mexico State Police to leading one of the nation's largest federal training centers here in Artesia. As mayor, I'll focus on transparent budgeting, local jobs, and keeping our community safe, while preserving the hometown pride that makes Artesia special. I'll be honored to serve you.
Really warm temperatures today, sunshine and upper 80s. Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday, sunshine and mid to upper 70s. Few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s, breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Welcome back to our next section. This is called Two Old Guys Talk About the Weather. And
it's getting a little warm out there.
I know it. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It's like, we get up in the morning, we ask, Alexa, what's the weather? And she tells us what the weather is. I said, all you had to say was Southern California weather today. That sounds great.
Mine is okay, things don't hurt as much.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
I'm enjoying it. I just hope it sticks.
Yeah.
I don't want like that, that little 1 week repeat winter right in the middle of, at the end of March or whatever. It's freezing again for 1 week. You got to bring out all your coats and stuff. All right, man.
Come up to the top, and then they're like, winter's not okay. Let's go back down to the bottom and sleep again.
Yeah, one more time. So what do you think about? First off, you didn't get to go. You didn't go Thursday night, did you?
No.
To the ball. Okay. That thing was amazing.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool event.
Would have been the worst dressed. So
yeah,
I just didn't.
You're like, no, I'll pass.
Yeah. I'm like, my clothes, my weight's fluctuated from 240.
We have Tux Rental right here in town.
160. Oh, yeah.
We do have Tux Rentals right here in town, which I was completely blown away to find out. I was like super excited that we actually had it, and I was like, oh, this is great to know.
I remember that from prom.
Yeah, well, my prom was a few years ago, but
yeah, mine was too.
So what do you think about what's going on right now? Trump kicking off a little war in the Middle East this weekend?
The biggest part is the talking points from the other side of the aisle. It's like, okay, you're in the digital age. Everything is recorded. Everything that you have said about other presidents being able to do this, well, you can't go back on it now.
Yeah, it's like, do you hypocrite much?
Right.
It's like somebody the other day goes, here's good justification for the war. And they played Nancy Pelosi saying, Iran, no matter what, Iran can never get a nuclear weapon. It was, from a decade ago or whatever. Like, thanks, Nancy, we agree.
Yeah.
So like I think it'd been Clay and Buck or something. Like, I can't remember what I was listening to it on. I was like, that's awesome.
I saw something where they were doing that, where it was cuts of Pelosi and Schumer and everyone, and even Obama talking about the illegal immigrant problem. And the same talking points that Trump has.
Exactly.
And so it's showing the exact same phrase
Mm-hmm.
and the outroar against Trump to the exact same phrase switched around.
Yeah, when hypocrisy is your reality, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just say whatever. It's like I went back. I was like, because they're like, this is unprecedented. He's doing something that's never been done before. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure in my lifetime this has happened a lot, and, like all the way back to Clinton, I mean, Clinton, Grenada with Reagan,
right.
Clinton with Kosovo, both of Bush's wars were sanctioned, declared wars. So, then Obama did multiple bombings on different.
Yeah, he did more.
I'm trying to think of Libya.
Libya was
his big one, and then Trump had another one during his first presidency. He did it, and it's just it's been a steady, constant thing.
Right.
The Wars Resolution Act was passed back in 70 something. Nixon tried to veto it.
Yeah.
He's like, no president should be able to do this. But then the Congress still pushed it through. And that was, and so you're sitting there going, this has been going on. I mean, even Vietnam was a police action to begin with. It wasn't a war,
Right.
This is nothing new. And so that's why I'm like, yeah, we're such a short-minded society.
Oh, yeah.
We just, used to it was like, well, kids don't know history. And we were talking about things that happened hundreds of years ago. Now kids don't know history because they don't know what happened 3 weeks ago.
Right.
They're not, it's like it's like things happen, we just dump them out of our mind and move on to the newest outrage. What is the newest outrage? Well, he said this. Well, didn't Clinton say that or Obama say that? Well, it was different then. No, they never said that. Well, here's the video. You're right. Digital age, man. I make everything. You don't have to go find a microfilm somewhere in the library to prove.
Right.
It's like I can just Google this. Yeah. Grok, who said this? And so it drives me crazy. I look at it and go. Of course, from a war fighter's perspective, I don't like it in that aspect. We've lost six service members at this point, 15 serious casualties that have been removed from the battlefield, and I hate that part of it. But those of us who do it, we know that's a possibility going in. It's not a unknown for us. But I go, I actually hope this goes the way that he says it goes, because it sets a new precedent. So since Vietnam, our precedence has been go in and try to nation build through force.
Right.
It's failed every single time. Vietnam, nation building failed. Afghanistan, nation building. Iraq, nation building failed. All of that fails.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground to try to force a people to change their culture and their lifestyle will not work.
Right.
Do we need to go boots on the ground in order maybe to mop up a few things? Sure. We might have to do that. Go in there and destroy targets, get out. Destroy targets, get out. But setting up bases and trying to be there long term for the stability of the nation, that's not our problem.
Right.
Your nation was a threat to us. We're going to take out the threat. We would hope you would take advantage of that to get rid of your crappy leaders.
Yeah.
And rebuild your own nation. But if you don't, I don't know, see in 50 years, maybe we'll come back and, if you guys want to go right down the same path. But we're removing all of their capacity to be a world power.
Oh, yeah.
Is what we're doing.
And especially like what they blew up the other day with all the bunker busters.
Oh, yeah.
Of destroying their entire arsenal of missiles. And since they're in the tunnels and they're so deep and protected, we blew it up.
Yeah.
They can't get down to, they would have to excavate and hope that there's something down there.
Something left, yeah. And they went in and did a few of those again last night.
Yeah.
On some missile sites and stuff. And it's mind boggling. 2 pilots in the plane, flying 36-hour round trip, fly from Missouri, go over, bomb Iran, and be back for your kid's birthday party the next day. I mean, mind-boggling. the capacity and capabilities we now possess.
Oh yeah,
You know?
and I think that something else I saw was talking about the deterrent type, because it's now everyone knows that there is not a single place on Earth that we cannot reach.
Yeah.
And destroy.
Yeah.
It
is
and
absolute
not
truth.
leaving.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it's that peak concept of peace through strength. You know.
Yeah.
We can say we have all the strength, but once we demonstrate it, people start going, well, maybe we need to think twice about that again.
Right.
You know. I know they were destroying their Navy this morning when I got up. Yeah. They're just wiping out every boat they have. You know.
I saw something about that they, I think it said by Wednesday there would be absolutely no Navy left.
Yeah.
And talk about the Air Force also.
Yeah, well, we've gained air superiority. We've destroyed all the Russian and Chinese anti-air systems. Those are all been wiped out. I know a lot of people are freaking out. Well, we don't do assassinations. How did we kill their president? We didn't. Israel did.
Yeah.
It was their deal. You know, that's what they wanted to do. So, you know, I look at the whole thing and I go, this might be a turning point in wars for us, and that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
We're going to go in, we're going to strike, we're going to neutralize whatever the threat is, and we're going to go home.
Yeah.
We're done. You know, we're you know, and we don't need to be constantly forward deployed into a war zone for 20 years.
Yeah.
That was stupid. You know, and it didn't produce anything. It produced no results. Iraq's no more our friend. Afghanistan's definitely no more our friend. Then
delivered breakfast from the Lucky Duck.
Oh, okay. The breakfast from the Lucky Duck here.
These are blueberry pancakes.
Oh,
all right.
Well, thank you, Andrew.
Yes.
So, well, let's give him a quick shout out then. You want to open that up and see what's in there? So, the Lucky Duck come by, dropped us off some food, and it's one of the perks of this job. You know, people like to give you stuff. What do we got there? So we got a big thank you on the board. Let's see. Blueberry pancakes with blueberry and cream and butter. What else?
This got some eggs and bacon.
I got some eggs and bacon. Me and Jeff can have brunch after the show's over.
Oh yeah.
I can't eat on the show. That'd just be a little weird.
I can because I'm behind the
yeah, he can because he's getting ready to go back and get behind his computer back there. So, what else we got? And some hash browns and some little was that like sausage sandwiches, sausage biscuits?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, well, we'll appreciate that, Lucky Duck. Thank you guys for bringing that in. So, forks and spoons and everything else. All right. Well, anyway, just to close out that topic, look, war is never a good thing. It's always should be a last resort, and I think we really are looking at the end, the last resort showing up after decades and decades of putting up with nonsense from them. And so like I said, I want it to be over quick, and I want it to be swift, and I want it to be lethal, and I want it to be over and done with. When you go into it with the idea of we're a Department of War, we're not defenders, we're warriors. You go in, you strike the target, you destroy the target, and you get out. And if that goes the way it's going to go, I think it changes American mindset on warfare forever. And I think that's a good thing. It needs to be turned around.
Well, and getting Maduro also.
Yeah.
I think that really. They didn't. All they did was go in, they knocked everything out, took the guy.
Yeah, they just turned off the nation and stole their president.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. Guy's a drug lord essentially. So yeah, we're going to end it. All right. Well, appreciate you folks listening to us. We're going to go ahead and hit a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk to Aaron Irving about the stock market.
A message to the voters of Artesia from Louis Flores.
As a lifelong resident, former mayor pro tem, city councilman, and school board member of our community, I am proud to endorse Jeff Yahtzee for mayor of the city of Artesia. I was honored to have served with Jeff, and I've seen firsthand his dedication to improving the lives of our neighbors by improving the community. During my time on the city council, Jeff championed programs that revitalized our neighborhoods, supported our schools, and ensured that our voices were heard in every decision. He demonstrated his strong dedication through creation of the neighborhood farmers market voting to build a new Olympic-sized aquatic center for the schools and community, and holding town hall meetings to develop plans and restore senior citizen activities after the COVID-era termination of activities. In a time when trust and leadership is more important than ever, Jeff has proven to be a steady hand, compassionate heart, and forward-thinking advocate for all of us. I urge you to join me in supporting Jeff Yahtzee on Election Day. Together we can elect someone who truly cares about us. Together we can build a stronger, more vibrant future for our community, the City of Champions.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the City of Champions. This community has helped shape my faith, my family, and my commitment to serve. I've served through our church, youth sports. I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the City of Champions. This community has helped shape my faith, my family, and my commitment to serve. I've served through our church, youth sports, food drives, and by simply showing up when help is needed. That is why I am running for City Council in District 3. When you go to vote, you must write in my name, Mateo Leporto. Early voting starts February 3rd to the 28th, and it would be an honor and privilege to serve this community and to represent you on City Council.
You deserve a team as hardworking as you are. Ornelas Injury Lawyers won't back down until you've won the money you deserve and the justice you're owed. Call Ornelas Injury Lawyers at 575-800-0000 and recover more.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Welcome back, Artesia. We're now joined by Mr. Aaron Irving, my buddy from the party, man. We partied it. We partied it up Thursday night. Oh, I need to bring you a top. You bring that top hat by the office today. You gonna be in the office?
Oh yeah, I'll be here all day.
All right, I'll go grab it and swing it by to you.
Cool.
All right, yeah. So he his wife graciously loaned me a top hat to top off my tails and white tie ensemble the other night, and so we had a great time. So
yeah, it was a good time. Really
you
good
made
time.
out of there with a couple of paintings too.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got them hung up. I'm going to move one of them.
Yeah.
In the conference room of the office here in Artesia. So.
Yeah, some pretty nice paintings. It was a pretty good deal. Yeah. So I heard a joke. I got a joke
Okay.
for you. It's not a long one. So you know how they say your body's a temple.
Yes.
Well, I've decided mine's not a temple.
Oh, really?
It's a haunted house. It's falling apart. It makes weird noises, and it's inhabited by the ghost of some old guy that's always grumpy about something.
Very good. Very good.
That is for sure me. Oh man! All right. Well, what do you got for us today?
Okay, you get 3 choices.
Whoa! That's a lot of choices, man. All at once. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do.
So the first choice is the stuttering mountain climber. Then you've got National Grammar Day.
Then
you've got the earthquake in the Middle East.
Oh man, those last two. Kind of a nerd for grammar. Yeah, let's go with the National Grammar Day.
National Grammar Day.
Let's
All
try
right.
that one.
All right. So early last February, I learned that National Grammar Day is celebrated on March 4th. I was looking forward to celebrating it with some friends of mine in Toledo, Ohio. I made the trip from Nevada by car. It was a wonderful celebration. My friends Jerry, Susan, and Cynthia organized a wonderful event consisting of a host of grammar-related activities, proofreading, sentence structuring, and more. Susan also turned out to be a wonderful cook. She prepared some delightful cucumber sandwiches paired with a refreshing pot of Earl Grey tea. There was also a relish tray laid out by Cynthia that accompanied the meal very nicely. Needless to say, after an extraordinary time, I was not expecting what awaited me on the return journey. About 30 miles west of North Platte, Nebraska, an 18-wheeler collided with my 2006 Toyota Prius. The car was totaled, but my fate was even worse. I was airlifted to the nearest major trauma center where the doctors revived me and the surgeons began the delicate task of restructuring my lower GI tract. Debris from the collision had absolutely decimated my colon. They did the best they could, but my colon is now only 2 feet long. The average size for a colon for most people is 5 feet long. Anyway, I finally know what a semicolon is.
Yeah, I got it as soon as you got to the colon. I was like listening for grammar mistakes or like some ongoing grammar issue. Yeah, we got to the colon. I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Pretty good, man. Hey, give us a report. Let's see how warfare is treating the market today.
All right, it's time to buy on sale. All right, this is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Tuesday, March the 3rd. U.S. equities are lower today, undoing a Monday equity comeback as oil prices spiked again and traders began to worry the U.S.-Iran conflict could drag on longer than anticipated. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 2.5%. And if that holds, it would mark the blue chip index's first 1,000-point decline since April 10th of last year. The S&P 500 was off by 2.2%, while the NASDAQ composite was 2.3% lower. Brent crude oil, the international benchmark, topped $84 a barrel, up 8% today following a 6% spike yesterday. WTI crude jumped 8% to above $77 a barrel after a 6% jump yesterday as well. An Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander said the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most vital transit route for crude oil, is closed and that Iran would set ablaze ships attempting the route, according to Reuters, citing Iranian media. There were other signs of the conflict deepening as it enters its 4th day. The U.S. Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, was hit by drones as Iran upped its attacks on the country. The State Department ordered evacuations of personnel from Bahrain, Iraq, and Jordan. Tehran-backed Hezbollah attacked Tel Aviv with missiles and drones as well. Concerns are growing about how long Gulf states, including the UAE, can hold off the barrage of Iranian missiles and drones with their air defenses. The jump in energy prices was boosting Treasury yields on fears it may cause inflation to flare higher, just as U.S. investors were banking on more Federal Reserve rate cuts to boost the economy. Stocks staged a massive comeback yesterday with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ composites erasing steep losses to close slightly higher. The Dow also closed well off of its session lows. Investors using the historical playbook on Wall Street around geopolitical conflicts bought the dip on the notion the conflict would soon be resolved and not impact the economy. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 868 points lower at 48,036. The S&P 500 is off by 118 points to 6,763, and the Nasdaq Composite is 412 points lower at 22,336. West Texas Intermediate crude is up $5.91 a barrel at $77.14. Stocks of local interest, HF Sinclair is up 81 cents a share to $54.54. Walmart is $1 a share lower at $126.10 a share. ConocoPhillips is up $1.77 a share to $120 and a penny, and Oxy Petroleum is 57 cents higher at $54.79 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, and the SIPC.
All right, man. Pretty much what I expected. Oil's up, everything else is down. It'll probably stay that way for a week or two, and then it depends on how long this thing goes, I guess.
Right,
really
right. Yeah.
Depends on how long this thing takes. I think if the world sees us going into a quagmire and hanging out there and constantly being there, it'd have negative effects. But I think the opposite is true too. If we get in there, take care of business, and go home, I think it's going to change people's minds. I think people go, wait a minute, this is different than anything we've seen over the past 5, 6, 7 decades. When it comes to warfare.
Yeah, and historically, even world wars, the market recovers relatively quickly from the initial shock of things. So. Yeah, so if we could get in and out of Iran, and if the people would take over and have some sort of non-theocratic regime, and get somewhere near where Iran used to be before the revolution, that would be amazing for the Middle East.
Oh yeah, I mean Iran, the wealth that is contained there, that has been sucked away from all the people and put into their military and their nuclear programs and everything else.
Terrorist proxies.
Iran could be another Abu Dhabi. It could be, it could be a massive place of wealth and beauty that you could actually go and visit if the Shah was able to get in there and take back over. And and I don't think a lot of people realize that the guy that they're talking to is truly the crown prince of Iran. His father was the king. It was the Shah that was deposed in '79 and driven out by the Ayatollahs, which, if we're being historically honest, we did. That was a CIA operation. But so we've created our own problem. Maybe it's maybe it's time to mop up our own problem that we've created here. If that was to happen, it was a very wealthy and affluent country in the 70s.
Yeah.
And so if we could return back to that, I think that's just another partner in the economic world right there that, especially on the oil front, so we'll just have to, it's all kind of a wait and see game right now, so, but,
just keep praying for it all to work out for the best, and
swift victory is the prayer. Swift victory. We don't need to draw it out. And I think with the new mindset of being a Department of War, with Trump's mindset of go in, crush your enemies, get out, and then come back to protecting your interest. I think it can happen if we have the stomach for it. But there's going to be a lot of destruction there. So. But yeah, it's interesting to see. I have a little bit of a weird concern, is that I wonder if the Ayatollahs, the new one, I guess, the new supreme leader and that regime, if they'll do like Saddam did in the first Gulf War, and just light the oil fields on fire.
Oh right, yeah.
Just as a last act of spite as they're being driven out. So. There's all kinds of concerns that could happen over there, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I saw that Israel today apparently bombed a meeting that they were having of the leaders to choose a new leader.
Oh, I did not hear that yet. And that they can't
hear how that turned out.
Yeah, unless Iran's leadership goes completely old school analog and just goes completely off the grid, they'll be found. And I think they've probably got so many assets within the people there at this point that even those movements would be tracked. So it's going to be hard, but it's on the Iranian people to stand up and build their own government and get away from these dictators. So
absolutely
not our job to fix that part of it,
Right.
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you here in a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take care. Bye.
You.
God bless.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. As the U.S. and Israel keep up their attacks on Iran, the Iranians are lashing out at other countries, including their arch-enemy Israel, firing what missiles and drones they have left in their arsenal. The American embassy in Saudi Arabia has been targeted by the Iranians. A couple of drones hit the empty building. 6 U.S. service members have been killed in the war, while deaths in Iran approach 800, and that includes that country's supreme leader. 3 states kicking off the 2026 election cycle with primaries on tap today. Oil prices are surging, driving a sharp rise in prices at the gas pump here at home. And Wall Street is in the midst of a huge sell-off. The Dow is down now more than 1,200 points, a loss of 2.5%. The Nasdaq off 622 points. This is SRN News.
My name is Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. My name is Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. This community means everything to us. For over 40 years, I've served in law enforcement from New Mexico State Police to leading one of the nation's largest federal training centers here in Artesia. As mayor, I'll focus on transparent budgeting, local jobs, and keeping our community safe, while preserving the hometown pride that makes Artesia special. I'll be honored to serve you.
On Friday night, Artesia lost in the district tournament championship at home to Goddard, 49-30. Artesia finishes the season 14-13. They actually led by 2 points after one quarter, but the second and third quarters really did the Lady Bulldogs in. Second quarter only scoring one bucket, only 4 points in the third quarter. So Artesia will stay at home while the Artesia guys will be playing. We know the time now, Saturday night at 6 o'clock at home against Bloomfield. On the boys' side, the Bulldogs are the second seed with the 22-5 record. Bloomfield, the 15th seed with a 15-12 mark overall. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio AM 990.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
If you remember in the lead up to this, Ali Khamenei was out there saber rattling and showing, images of Iranian missiles taking out U.S. ships around the country and trying to, scare America out of any type of military action. Proclamations made by the Iranian government that Donald Trump will be in a coffin in just months. The president responded to that yesterday after, it was confirmed that we had taken out Ali Khamenei before the Islamic Republic supreme leader was able to assassinate him. Apparently telling Jonathan Karl, I got him before he got me. They tried twice, he said, about previous attempts on his life. Well, I got him first.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, time now for a little spring cleaning, and I know right where to start. Go drag your old, dated wireless contract out of that closet, beat off the dust with a broom, and freshen things up by switching to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company called Pure Talk. Now, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, plenty of data for just $25 a month. No contract, no cancellation fee, no overseas customer service if you need help at any point. And maybe you'll like them as much as my listener, Sue from Cincinnati. She says, quote, I have had no issues with Pure Talk. I'm pleased to know that my telephone service is supportive of our veterans and our military. Thank you. I'm truly fortunate to have followed Sean Hannity's advice. Anyway, thank you, Sue. And now it's time for you to follow my advice. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. Pound 250, keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. From Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit breezy today. Low pressure is forming east of the mountains, and that'll bring us really warm temperatures today. Sunshine and upper 80s. Overnight will be clear with low 40s, and then we'll cool off a little bit on Wednesday. Sunshine and mid to upper 70s. A few clouds on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the low 80s. Breezy and sunny on Thursday, mid 70s Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
That was all he missed. He ain't coming back. At a disco bar in a juke joint car, he made a stop. Just long enough. Grab the handle on the top.
Welcome back, Artesia. We're now joined by Miss Nancy Husselman. How are you?
Great.
You're great. Yeah, she's not great. She pushed through. She's struggling a little bit.
Yes,
she's having a rough weekend, and but she decided she's going to come in and she's going to visit with me today. So,
Yes.
so what else going on? Anything?
Well, I'm going to go back to that wreck I was in because
Yeah.
that's the reason I'm in the shape I'm in this morning.
Yeah.
Because it just aggravated me that here I am and still having to struggle from something that happened that many years ago.
Yeah.
All because of a drunk driver.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little frustrated.
Little frustrated this morning.
Angry this
Yeah.
morning. I'm not.
Well, yeah.
I don't feel sorry for myself at all.
No.
It's just when your back hurts and your hip hurts, and
It'll make you a little cranky.
it'll make you a little cranky. And I think that might be the reason the kids have stayed away. But that's no, that's not
kids are like,
true. Michelle's been taking
Mom's
me around.
cranky.
I don't even have the energy to feel cranky.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. And I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what? This has to do with the DWI.
Yeah.
And here I am, this many years later. I don't even know how many years later.
Yeah.
Here I am, still.
Mhm.
And it's not just me that this is going through.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
millions, as we talked about last time, millions of other people that have been injured because of a drunk driver.
Yep.
And it's so, what is the word we use?
Senseless.
Senseless.
Yeah. Senseless. Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. All of those
Yeah.
words that goes with it. It should have never happened.
Yeah. Completely avoidable.
And all of the people that are victims,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like calling myself a victim, but I'm a struggling victim. This many years later,
Yeah.
and you think, how many other people, and I don't compare to what happened to me to anybody else, but because it's all bad.
Yeah.
But
Well, all of our prayers go out for you, Nancy, hoping that you heal quickly and feel better and you can get back there and run around doing all the stuff you do. So staying busy. You can't sit still. Sit still too long, you go crazy.
well, you go crazy and you get stiff.
Yeah, it gets stiff. Yeah, did you hear my joke I told Aaron earlier?
No, I didn't.
My body's not a temple. It's a haunted house. It's falling apart, makes weird noises, and it's inhabited by an old man, a ghost of an old man that's always cranky about something.
I need you to type that up for me.
So.
I'll put it on my refrigerator.
Yeah.
It's that happens, you know?
It does. It
and you're a whole lot younger than I am.
Age catches up with you eventually. It just comes in
does.
stages. Yeah, we was making a joke last week. Is when you turn 50, you're in the old people club, but you're the freshman class of
Yes. Yeah.
You're the youngest of the old people, so you still got that going for you. You know, You're 50, you can do a bunch of...
So that would make me what? Junior?
Junior. You're in the junior
But
class.
that doesn't quite fit, does it?
Oh, man.
Not quite senior.
Yeah.
Maybe in probably 2 years.
Yeah. I'm a freshman citizen.
Yeah.
Instead of a senior citizen.
I was sitting there the other day thinking, how old am I anyway? I actually had to look it up.
Yeah, I was like, what's my birthday? Let me look at my license again.
Yeah.
And then do a bunch of math, you know.
Yeah. You know, and say, I didn't really want to know anyway.
Yeah, never mind. Do the math wrong. Make
Yes.
yourself feel better.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm still in my 60s. Oh, man. Well,
You're
you're
not in your 60s.
No, I'm not
no,
yet.
I didn't
no.
think so.
So, yeah, we talk about this every time we're on, just there's no reason for it, ladies and gentlemen, and the summer's coming up, spring's coming up, we got a lot of holidays, the weather's sun's staying out later, which I was able to stay out in the yard and work till almost 7 last night, before it got too dark. And so, just make wise decisions, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it takes.
Yes.
It doesn't take, it doesn't, it's one of those deals that you can, you can succeed by not doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You're a success when you don't do this thing. So all you gotta do is not do it. It doesn't take any extra energy to not do something.
Yeah.
So just
make good choices.
Yeah, just don't do it. And it's easy enough. You can solve it right then and there.
If you have problems taking care of temptations, get help.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Self-talk. All of these different things, as long as you're talking to yourself about the right things.
Yeah.
Some self-talk is not productive.
No, not all of it is. Yeah. Well, and I was having a conversation with someone yesterday about reading, right? And I made the point that while I was deployed, I read more than any other time in my life. Why? Because there's no internet, there's no television, there's nothing else to entertain you. And so, I wonder if while we brought a lot of that back into our lives, we're always looking for that constant fix of something rather than slowing down life, and I wonder if our heavy drinking that we see so much, especially in our young people, isn't just part of that. Is this constant desire, like for an instant, hey, I gotta,
an instant fix.
Yeah, so I can't just have one or two and be happy with that. I need the full effect, and I want it now. And so then we make really rash decisions because we're not slowing down and thinking about life. We're just fast-paced life. Slow down some.
No, and drinking is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have one beer. Well, then you've got to have another one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've got to go to the store. I've got to go do this, and all of that's rambling around. And what wins?
Yeah.
Usually, getting in your car.
Yeah.
Doing something stupid.
Yeah. I mean, and I've said it before. I don't oppose, consumption of alcohol.
No, that's not.
But you have a drink and you make it last for a long time. You slow down, slow life down, and enjoy it as it comes. Like, quit always looking for that mountaintop high of everything. Like I want to be excited about life and excited about everything all in one instant. Just slow down, ladies and gentlemen.
And then sometimes it helps to have a little bit of a plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I going to be doing? Am I going to have to drive home? What's happening here? Do I have somebody to take me home? Just a little bit of forethought.
Proactive versus reactive.
Yes.
Being proactive about what's going on and thinking ahead of your actions and thinking about the consequences of your actions.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so. There's not, I think people struggle in that sometimes, and it goes for a lot of behaviors and stuff we see in life now is people just react and they don't think about even the consequences of their reactions, and so it's, if you think ahead and you're thoughtful about what's going on and thinking about the future as well. what is this going to do to my future? You know, is this going to make me a better person? I used to tell my young Marines all the time, and I've probably said this before, is I haven't ever seen a highly successful person in their life get to the end of their life and go, man, I wish I'd spent more nights hammered. It's just...
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it just doesn't. And, you know, the ones that do get successful and then get into the drugs and the alcohol and just real heavy, you watch them lose everything they've got. You know, thinking about all these movie stars and musicians and everything out, all these phenomenal talents, you know, and then just destroy it by trying to make life a party, you know. So.
And it's not thinking, like you're saying, what is this going to do to me?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't, all of us don't go to the grocery store. Well, what's this trip going to do to me?
Right.
Well,
right.
For me, if I had to go to Walmart, it would be horrible. But that's beside the point. But with alcohol and drugs, you've got to think, what's the consequences of this?
Yeah.
You've got to. Or you get consequences you didn't ask for.
Well, and thinking about the consequences to others as well, you know, not solely focusing on yourself, you know, thinking about what will my actions do to the other people, especially those closest to you, the ones you love, your children, your wife, you know, your those closest to you. How's this going to adversely affect them? And I get it. You know, all those thoughts don't go through your head the moment you drink the first beer, but if you take the time while you're sober and think about it, you can control your actions later on. You know, you're like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm just not going to do that. You know, because I don't want all that. You know, I've watched what happens. I've seen it happen to other people. You know, it's happened to me or whatever, and think about it ahead of time and go, you know what? I'm just going to avoid that situation.
Well, and for the person that's doing this, what are your consequences?
Mm-hmm.
You can wake up in jail tomorrow. You're going to lose your job.
Yeah.
A mountain of things. It's going to quite possibly destroy your family because you can't support them anymore.
Right.
The list is so long.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of people they'll tell you when they get into that spiral is, you know, just, well, I have nothing else to live for. So, you know, and to be honest, that's a conscious choice.
Yes.
To say I have nothing to live for means I don't want to strive for anything further. You know, maybe bad things have happened. Maybe your life's gotten turned upside down from what it was, but you can still make something of it. We live in a land where you can make it, you know, you can make something of yourself, you know, and drugs and alcohol in no way, shape, or form are ever going to facilitate you making something of yourself.
No.
You know?
Absolutely
So
not.
hard work, diligence, and
The best thing you can do is not take that first drink or that first smoke or whatever.
Yeah, so.
And you have the mental capacity to make that choice.
Absolutely.
And then it's that if we make the wrong choice and you get buried in it, then
we got ways to help you out of it. You know,
Yes.
If you're willing to put forth the energy and the work, it's all work is what it adds up to.
first to admit that you have a problem.
Yeah, you know, life is work. God made man for labor. You know, his job is to take dominion over this world. And anything that stands in the way of you taking that dominion is not a good thing, and you need to avoid it, and you need to press back against it. And if it's drugs, if it's alcohol, if it's overeating, if it's you know, amusing yourself on the internet constantly, whatever it is, anything that's standing in the way of you taking dominion as God made you, you need to put that out of your life. So, well, Nancy, thank you so much. I'm hoping you feel better.
Oh.
And we'll talk to you later. So
I'm surprised I was able to drive in.
all right,
and
God
it
bless.
Actually didn't hurt with the accelerator with my leg.
Yeah.
I thought, oh gosh, this kind of feels because this position is, not bad.
All right, God bless.
Hey, Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and